Unknown centuries later is when our story begins.
How is it that I might help you?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's session of Another One Bites the Dice. I am your Dungeon Master, Tyler. With me are my... There were 5 of you. Where did the 5th one go? Oh,
we're down.
she fucking wandered. Classically, Winnie was there. We all turned around, and Winnie's gone. Great. Well,
Can I play Kelsey's character?
She'll be here. She might rejoin us. I don't know. She was having internet issues. We thought they'd been resolved, but we'll see. Hi. The rest of them, the 4 of them, are going to introduce themselves now. Tell me your name, and who you're playing. There's our wandering Winnie. She's back. Sam.
Yes, hello. My name is Sam. I play the Palager, the Rangedin, Hector Fashion. Yes. He shoots things and hits things.
James.
Hey, my name is James. I play a barbarian paladin named Zoot Scythement. That's all I'm giving you today.
Nice. I love it. Nell.
Hi, I'm Nell. I play Lady Isadora, who is a cleric ranger.
Say the word.
Clanger.
There it is. Liana.
Hello, my name is Liana. I am playing Athena LaCroix. She is a damper warrior that's in love with an NPC that doesn't remember her.
Hey.
That's happened to me before.
Leaning into the trauma. Love it.
Wait, I thought Esmeralda was your sister.
Yes, Zoot.
I'm
Keep
gonna
thinking
beat
that.
your ass.
She's gonna drive up from Maryland and beat your ass.
Know where State College be, okay? Dundalk's coming out today.
Oof. Oof. Kelsey.
Hi, I'm Kelsey. Hopefully people can hear me. Okay, great.
Everybody, OBS can hear you, which means Twitch can hear you, and
Lovely.
Video Ninja can hear you. So we're good.
Is Kelsey
Awesome.
talking?
Oh boy. Here we go.
All right, I'm getting the keys. I'll be back.
She's gonna do the rest of the session from the car. See you in
Gonna have
4.5
a road
hours,
trip,
James. And beat your
I'll be there
ass.
right as the game ends.
Kelsey,
I play Winnie
who are you?
Tatooine. She is we're level 8 now, yes? I think so.
I'm not.
I'm not.
Wait, I'm level 8.
I'm level 8.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, you are.
not.
I am level 8.
Everyone's level 8 except Sam, who's level
Aw.
7.
You'll
Maybe
get there,
one
I'm a
day.
bud.
level 8 artificer.
Ah, fuck. Sorry, everything's fine over here.
Everything's fine here. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm doing all right. Thanks for
That's-
asking. Nobody really
um,
asks me that enough, I think.
That's what Han heard back, actually, before he shot the console. Was, oh, thanks for asking. Nobody ever asked me that. Oh, that was really nice of you.
I feel like that's a Robot Chicken sketch.
Probably. It's definitely a Family Guy sketch. Well, we've gone through a lot. This group '05. They, to recap super briefly, because there's a lot at this point. But fast forwarding to, you found the Archmage that was rumored to be in the area of the foothills of Mount Baratok, up in the northeast of Barovia. You sought this mage out, found the mage, started to fight the mage. Turns out the mage had been put under a mind blank spell and thought you were enemies and allies of Strahd there to kill him. He calmed down eventually. His magic was waning. Brought you into his magnificent mansion through a doorway in the base of the foothills. You crawled your way through this mansion, slowly but surely, trying to discover clues, evidence of things, and you were seeing a lot of things that reminded you of your recent past, a past before you crossed into the mists of this university that all of you attended, almost all of you attended, back in Quelmar. You made it to the basement laboratory and saw this shade of Strahd von Zarevich, what looked and seemed like the real thing, trapped in this sort of blue void, this like electrical sphere, around which was drawn a teleportation circle. You began to fight the shade. A couple of you made some decisions to enter said teleportation circle, and you were brought to another plane, where you encountered Darwin Gumpletop, the first year advisor. Seems like he's probably more than the first year advisor at this point, given what he's able to do. Who sort of had protected himself and encased himself in this other plane, while his mind was going through this sort of traumatic experience inside the mansion. He had sort of cordoned off his mind into this blank space, where Zoot and Isadora found him and were able to bring him out of. The figure of Strahd was defeated. A sort of hush fell over the mansion. You were reunited with Darwin. He confirmed that, well, he didn't really confirm all that much yet, but he confirmed that the other faculty members, his colleagues who accompanied him into the mists, had all perished in a battle against Strahd. And you made the decision to head back to Vallaki, meet up with Esmeralda, Irina, and Ismark in the cart at the base of the hills, head back to Vallaki, because from there you could sort of make a determination on which direction you would head going forward, either to the swamps of Barretz, now with this mage's help being able to potentially overcome the powerful magical beings that reside there, or to seek out this sword of sunlight that rests behind amber doors somewhere else in the realm. So we had fast forwarded. We had brought you to the doorstep of the Blue Water Inn. And Erwin and Danica had opened the doors and sort of welcomed you all inside. It's about early morning by the time you make it there. You would have spent a night on the road and then been able to kind of wake up early before daybreak and continue on and finish that journey. The fire is burning hot in the stove, and they're starting to prepare some food for them and the boys. Well, it is so great to see all of you. Every time you leave, I feel as if it could be the last time. And he sort of like gives a look and a nod to you, Winnie. But again, it is lovely and always warms my heart to see each and every one of you. And Danica sort of speaks up at that point, and she's reaching under the bar and says, "Oh, that reminds me. I am sorry. I had forgotten to give you these. The last time you were here, in the rush of it all, it was just too much, and it completely slipped my mind, and it is not something that I should have forgotten to pass along. So please accept these with my apologies." And she hands to each of you a folded piece of parchment. And in the piece of parchment, or written on the piece of parchment, is your name in Willa's handwriting.
Oh my god.
And I'm gonna send them each to you individually in Messenger.
Wait, did she know she was? This is a will, right? One of you who can read faster than I can. Is this a will?
100%.
Oh, it was all in her name the whole time.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm guessing I don't have a letter, right?
She predicted that
coming,
Athena was
actually.
entering.
It's just like a nude sketch of herself.
Yeah, Danica's like, she said this one was just for I have 5 others. They are all just drawings of herself in various positions. She said to give those to anybody else who was a member of the party at that time. So here you go. And she just hands them out. She just hands them to Irina, Ismark,
No!
Esmeralda, and Darwin. Yeah, they all get one.
Good.
I eat my letter.
Did you read it first?
I did. It took me, I was a little slower, but mine was actually rather short and simply written, which makes sense. And I appreciate it. But I am going to do the traditional thing, which is to eat the letter such that the last wishes of the departed can live on inside me.
Yo, this letter about to make me cry.
I know this.
Are you guys not going to share your letters to the public? Like, what?
No, I mean,
I put in all this work for nothing. God.
I will leave it.
share it to the public.
I
Isadora would
was gonna say
not
I will
share
leave it to the
I'm
players.
putting it on the wiki.
Whether or
I'm
not
gonna put mine on the wiki
Okay.
right now.
Oh yeah,
That's where
that's a
mine
good
will
point.
live.
I'll put mine on the wiki.
I was gonna say I didn't want to make that call for people, but if anybody wanted to share it, they
I'm
absolutely
dead.
can.
I'll make the call. The call is made. They
Yeah,
were meant to be read.
Yeah, but if we read them, we'll cry, Liana.
That's what
Yeah,
I want. Cry for me. Cry.
she wants drama.
Seriously.
I will read mine. Hector would
Okay,
not read
good.
his out loud either, but I will read mine to the public. If okay, was anybody else? Can I?
I'm crying. I hope you're happy.
Oh, Kelsey's literally crying. It's fine. Okay, I will
I
go
did
first
this
then.
weeks ago, by the way.
That's why
So-
Danica was
Weeks.
very sorry that she forgot
No, it's
to
okay.
pass them along. Because Tyler
Um,
forgot to pass them
It's
along
okay.
the last time you were in Village.
Fine, we're doing it now. That's why I was like, let's go to Valaki.
I never would have.
So Hector's says, Hector, where have you been? I miss you. I pray that you are safe. If you happen to find this, I have passed on, and it is your duty to find Winter and to keep her safe. She is traveling with schoolmates. One is very large and one is very small. The small one is Isadora. She is a bit sassy, but has a good soul. The big one is Zoot. He looks scary, but he is a softie. I trust them with my life, and I hope you will too. Travel to the Blue Water Inn in Vallaki. There you will meet a lovely, trustworthy family that will most likely know their whereabouts. Be strong for Winter. I know she has grown. Gosh, I hate it, but she has the biggest heart. She feels things. She's pure. She's the best of us. You will always be my best friend. And then I don't know how to pronounce the ending here, but it means I love you in, is this Elvish, Liana? Yeah. Gimelin, Melon, something. G Melon. I'm not sure. Willa. That's what Hector's says. So Hector will crumple his up, and he will take
30 points
You
of
have to eat
psychic
it.
damage.
6 drinks
Oh!
out of his stash from Mordenkainen's.
Will you two be eating your letter?
You can dip it in the drinks. It will
I
make it
don't-
easier to go down.
I don't eat mine. Yeah, no, I crumple it up and shove it in my bag.
Can I get one of those, Hector? And by one, I mean like all of them too? Thanks.
Hector just kind of hands one over.
These are a long time ago if it was before we found Hector again.
So my intention was that Willa left these in the room the night that she banged that chick
So it makes sense.
as like a fail safe. She was feeling real like, "Ooh, just in case."
That's when Zoot wrote his too, but you guys won't see those yet.
But you don't know how to write.
Just kidding. I couldn't write that time.
Did you also bang an elf woman?
Wouldn't you like to? We're focused on Willa right here, okay? Enough questions about Zoot.
This letter for Zoot is also so.
Oh,
Trying to make it simple.
you wrote a letter. Oh, it's on the wiki. That's how you. I was like, how did
I
you
could
read
tell,
it? I
I
sent
could
them all
tell.
individually.
It's a very simple letter, but the way in its simplicity, it speaks like, yeah.
True, Tyler. My next invention for Zoot is going to be an amulet that does text to speech.
Oh wow, that's fucking brilliant. All right, I mean, you can definitely make that, and you can spend your long rest and swap out an infusion if you wanted to make that.
Yeah, why not?
That's what he is us for.
Well, speech to text.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, both. It would do both because he doesn't know how to read and he doesn't know how to write.
Okay, so he could pass it over text, and it would.
Not
Like,
look,
speak
not
out.
anymore. I don't
I was
need
gonna
it
say, I
anymore.
think he's good
just
now.
read my will note to myself. If it was any longer or any more complicated, I would have asked someone else to read it. But I was confident after having read it that Zoot could understand it.
I'm uploading mine. Working on it.
Does anybody else want to read theirs aloud?
Well, not really.
If Liana, if you want me to, I will. You wrote it, I will.
She does.
Okay. Isadora's says, Lady Isadora, while my time with you was short, I am happy to have known you. As you most likely know, I have passed on. That's okay, I was preparing for it. Ultimately, this world is cruel. As long as winter is safe, I will always be with you. My final words to you will not be sad, but hopeful. My friend, you love with all your heart. I've seen the way you look at Ismark and know your intentions are true. Things will get scary in Barovia. Please remember who you are love incarnate. Never give up on yourself. I will end with this. Isadora, you need no man. You are a strong, fierce woman capable of taking care of herself. Never settle for less, you deserve the world. Willa.
Strong, independent woman who don't need
So
no
good.
man.
So good.
Winnie, why don't you read yours?
Why haven't I cried enough this week?
Oh, Jamathon made you cry, Kels?
No, my life
Maybe.
did, and then the Jamathon just like made it worse. But it's
Oh.
fine.
That's really
okay.
sad. I could read it for you.
No, no,
I
that.
think you can hear it in Leona's voice. That's
Kelsey's
even
like, that would
better.
be so much worse.
Want me to? Huh?
No,
Nope.
I do not. No, thank
It'll
you.
be it'll be sweet. It'll be like a moment. Like I actually kind of want to do it now because it's
No,
like in like a movie
no.
how like you like flash to her like writing it and she's just speaking
Brilliant.
the words.
Yeah,
that
let's
she...
do it. Let's do it.
Okay. Okay.
Cinematic. I love it.
It's okay.
Wait, we all got to turn our cameras off, so it's just Willa.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm wearing the wrong wig for this.
Photoshop it.
I'll just casually eat my chips unmuted during this to help with the coping. Go ahead.
Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna.
We
I gotta
just-
bring it
just
up.
this dramatic moment and then just crunching.
Fuck a duck, fuck. All right,
This is all for Rachel Novak.
here it is. Winter. Things are shit right now. I know I'm not there physically, but I want you to know I will always be with you. You are my blood. You are my family. You are my heart. Do you remember the hideout? We'd take bread Father made and hide out there. It was by that tree I liked. Hector used to climb that tree. That is what I imagine my world looks like right now. I usually got there first, and I'm here now, waiting for you, holding down the fort. I'm okay, and you will be too. Wait for me, my love. You know I'm here to join you in dreams. You have nothing to fear. Wandering alone, asleep yet awake, safe in dreams. Shelter from the storm. Here, right there, always in your heart. Watching you grow up into the smartest, bravest, and fiercest person I know has been an honor. I love you so much, Willa.
All right, we're just gonna pour one of these. Cheers, everybody.
So my question is, would Winter share hers with Hector at all?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Athena's just sitting there like, somebody. I'm just kidding.
Darwin excused himself.
Oh shit, I didn't. Wait, can we pretend I wrote Darwin a really sincere? I thought that dude was dead ass.
didn't.
I didn't write him a letter.
You drew him a nude picture of
No,
yourself.
I did not. She did not.
You
If
did. It
anything-
was just generic party member, and Darwin happens to be with the party when the letters were distributed.
Oh my god!
So
Is he
Danica-
excusing himself?
So Danica was like, "I've
Shut
got
up.
these papers. They were with the letters, so you know."
Yeah, honestly, tracks.
Tracks. Totally tracks.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Remember me as I was.
Does anyone else feel like they just got kicked in the chest? By a
Yes.
hole?
What did Zoot's letter say?
Oh, do you want me to read that one aloud?
Yeah, why not? Let's read Zoots out loud.
Or if you want to practice your reading, Zoot.
You're muted, Zoot.
Mine's digesting right now, so right now it reads.
Gurgle, gurgle.
Zoot, if you are digesting this, I am dead. You are kind, you are brave, you are my friend. Protect Winnie at all costs. I trust you. She trusts you. If I see a dragon where I am, I'll tell them you said hi. Willa.
Like I said, it's a good letter
My
in
favorite
its
one.
simplicity.
So, you all digest those letters, some literally, others just figuratively. And while you're all sort of around the bar, Hector is drinking to excess.
So is
and
Winnie.
passing them back and forth to Winnie. They're just sharing a bottle at this point.
Oh,
Just,
bottles.
like weeping,
Make
Yeah.
that
just
plural.
sharing bottles.
Like, make that...
Isadora is finding excuses to touch Ismark. Irina's watching Isadora find excuses to touch Ismark.
I want to die.
Athena, Esmeralda, you are sort of sitting next to each other,
Are they playing patty cake?
chatting.
Yeah, we're chatting.
You're chatting. I'm assuming.
I will find any reason to talk to this woman.
And
I found if you cast touch spells on them, that's really effective.
Do you think I can make her believe that I can do that?
Well,
Yeah, I think Ismar believes it.
Winnie's most likely drunk right now, and every now and again she's gonna be like, "That's her wife. Why does it? What?
Oh
That's
my
her wife. Hey, hey, you lovebird. Remember to keep each other's company. It doesn't last forever."
Hector, are you attempting to cover Winnie's mouth as she's doing this? You're just letting it happen. All right.
I will stop Winter. I will say, Winnie, stop. You're drunk. They're sisters.
Sisters? Fuck! I thought they were lovers. Or
No,
like,
no,
wife
no.
fit.
Wait,
You know-
are they? I don't. I thought they were sisters.
Are they sisters?
Oh my gosh, look outside. Is that a tiger? No,
What?
it's not.
Tiger!
That's relieved.
Tiger!
Zoot,
Isadora.
Zoot runs outside.
Go! Can't go in the door. Ugh! I don't see a tiger, do I, Tyler?
I try to tackle Zoot trying to get the
Sorry,
tiger.
Zoot. Tyler sent me a direct message letting just me know my passive perception is high enough that I saw a tiger out there. That's what that was about.
Your passive perception. Wait a second. Hey, I am the watcher. I am the watcher.
That did not happen. That very much did not
Wait,
happen.
So Zoot, if they're sisters, then they should love each other even more. Because if one dies, then they'll get a random ass letter saying goodbye. Right?
I'm going. Winter, would you like to go to bed? Can I tuck you in? I think you need some sleep.
I need more of this juice. This is great.
Baby girl, I thought she was drinking juice.
Willa loves drinking. I can see why now.
Yeah.
It is
2
fun.
plus 2 equals 7.
It's like 9
Let's
a.m.
go.
if AM was a thing. Just know that. It's like
Good.
early morning
good
when
time
this
to get
is all
drunk.
happening. And at some point in all of this, while there's
Do you
sort
have
of
anything
like
stronger?
general group eating,
Trauma.
Darwin and Danica, or Erwin and Danica are passing around food, and the boys are there. They're helping serve. It's one of those moments where, like, you're in a room and people are all talking, and then it kind of like dips naturally, and then picks back up again, and then it like will dip again. And in one of those sort of lulls, Darwin speaks up. and sort of raises his voice above any conversations that are still happening. I think, um, I think we should talk. Yes.
Lady Ben.
We really should have a conversation about what's happened, what's gone on, and what's next on the list. What's next on your list? What was next on my list, and perhaps compare and see if well, that's we have to stop him. Yes, we all agree on this point, right?
Yes.
Hector, as soon as he started talking, would be like, "Oh shit! I didn't realize the dog talked."
Someone was gonna make it. Somebody had to make it.
Bro, Tyler.
Little professor. Little professor. Do you know anything about a sword that glows? Do we have a name for the sword?
It was
Yes,
referenced as a sword of sunlight.
sunlight.
Sword of sunlight, yes, little professor. What Winter just said, sword of sunlight. What do you know about it?
I know that it is a powerful magical artifact that exists in the Amber Temple.
Amber, that makes sense. That sounds right. And where is that?
New information. Where is it?
Southwest is the closest we've been able to glean, but there is really only one pass through the mountains there, so if it's anywhere in that region, it is probably accessible through that mountain pass. Now, the problem is, well, that pass is treacherous. It's where we lost Emric. And he sort of looks downcast at you, Winter.
Look, they're sisters.
And then realizes that you're hammered and don't even remember who Emric is at this point.
No.
But
I rub her back.
that
a little
is
bit.
that is where the sword lies. I would all of our research has pointed us into that direction. However, when we tried to investigate the area and find the entrance to the temple, we were set upon and had to flee.
This is going to be a very bold question. Bold is the wrong word. This is going to be a probably very stupid question. Does anyone
There are no stupid questions.
and I'm not looking at I'm not looking at Ismark and Arena. I'm looking at the group of us. Does anyone here actually use swords? Like, can any of us use this weapon if we get it?
That's a dumb question. What does that mean?
All right. Hector shoots things, and you have a big ass axe in hand. I just wanted to make sure.
You just stab it with the pointy end. It's fine.
I can use a sword.
Right. Yes, of course.
Not her.
Athena, are you a sword person?
Screw you! I can use a sword.
You're a weapon person.
I can use a sword.
Athena just pulls the morning star out a little bit and is like,
Is a morning star a sword? I don't know.
Oh, look, I
Morning
also
Star is
have
a
a
Morning
scimitar.
Star.
I was gonna say, Morning Star's like a mace, right?
right, but it's a hand wielded
It's a hand
melee
weapon.
weapon.
It's closer to a sword than an axe is, I would argue.
Great. That's fine. Just wanted to make sure.
Alright,
She also
let's go, Zoot. Outside, you and me.
Oh god. Winnie's got her sword out. She's drunk.
You said I can't use a sword?
I
have
never
a sword.
said that. I wanted to make sure
No,
someone here could use
That's not a sword,
well.
that's a dagger.
Your face is a dagger. Why don't you get
That's not a
closer look?
knife.
Take a look at my dagger.
Well,
Ow.
I
Ow, did you just stab me?
I do think that having this artifact would certainly be useful in any sort of planned attack or assault, or I guess my question is do we think we can win?
Well, if
Well,
you
we just
don't think we can, that's really a bad
I have
start.
a look. We just need to get close enough to the dragons that he has, and we have confirmed with our own eyes. I actually have confirmed with a million years of punishment that there are dragons there, and I have this tool here, which is not doing jack right now, but I think it's because we got to get closer to the dragons. So we go to the castle. We got to be prepared to take those dragons, and we will be ready to kill him. However, I thought somebody said at some point that he
He
can only
won't
be killed
turn
with
it
a
off.
sunlight sword,
He won't
right?
turn it off. He needs to turn it off. He won't listen to me.
Sir,
Oh, yeah, yes. Hello.
um, I think we can do it. But we're gonna have to come up with a plan prior to arriving. You've already been there, so perhaps we map out what you remember and figure out how to deal with it prior to being there. That way, we don't have to think on the spot.
I certainly think a plan would be in order, and I can assist with the geography and layout of the castle grounds as best I can. But our assault failed before we even breached the walls.
Why?
He is the land. Every resource is his. The winds, the storms, the
Wind
animals.
is not a part of land. Wind is created by something called the Coriolis effect that has to do with the laws of physics.
Darwin is
not...
just ignoring the drunk at the end of the bar, who is clearly just hammered out of her mind and is murmuring these things under her breath.
I'm right, though. I'm drunk, but I'm correct.
It is difficult to put into words the sheer number of forces he is able to muster at maybe not a moment's notice, but certainly quickly.
So we need to get in and we need to get out.
Well, maybe we do need to go through the swamp. We were working on the Fanes. That was Winter's pet project. We fixed one of them. We know where a second one is. We just had to do something else first. Maybe if we can take care of that, remove some of his sway over the land.
Do we know that so how do the Thanes get us a sword?
The
They
Fanes
don't.
get us less, make Strahd weaker.
Okay, but we don't need Strahd to be weak if we have the sword.
Well, a weaker
it's
Strahd is
contact.
always
I have a
preferred.
crazy idea.
You
Yes.
are crazy.
New blood.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's possible. Okay, so if you're saying that he is the land, what if
Why?
I don't know if it's possible. What if there's a way we can go back to before he was the land?
Like time travel?
And what if then we were able to go in and retrieve the item?
Sword.
Time travel's a nasty business.
I don't know of any way to we at Zerneros pride ourselves on our ability to travel through the planes, but the traveling through time as well as interplanar travel is dicey at best and not something that I am particularly equipped to handle.
Okay, so if you can travel through planes, is it possible that you can go back to where you came from and then pop up there to grab the sword?
You go back to where you came from.
If we could travel through planes, why don't we just go travel through planes and go home?
Well,
Well,
that's a bit of a problem, Zoot. There, see, our all of us were working on this. You'll remember Orala Stor and well, of course, Caston. Anyway, I'm sorry.
You were the person in charge.
The ability to travel interplanar. These mists are tricky, and as of yet, we have not been able to find a way out of them. Clearly.
You're saying that if you could get around the mists, there's a possibility that you would be able to teleport inside of the place to grab the sword and then teleport back.
Oh, I'm unable to teleport anywhere that I have not been, and I have not seen or been inside this Amber Temple. I would be able to expeditiously bring the group of us to the mouth of the pass in the mountains to save us a journey, if that would be helpful. But we would still need to cross through the pass and find the entrance to the temple, and then if we were able to find the doors, I could. Well, and I'm assuming he kind of looks at Isadora and kind of eyes up Hector too. It's like, I'm assuming that there are some of you in this group that would be able to perhaps quickly imagine yourselves inside the temple and be able to appear there. But as of...
do you mean like lockpicking? Because that I can do. If you're talking about like magic, like teleportation magic, not so much.
Curious.
I have some questions, comments, and concerns, Professor.
And he's like, and he says, he's like, a cleric of your abilities and the... You should be able, or have you not been studying?
Oh, no. No, not so. A little bit sometimes, but
Isn't that Clalladin?
pretty much whenever I'm mad at the rest of my party, I study stabbing instead of healing.
Ah, that would explain...
Not to reveal how I choose my multi-classing at each level.
That would
but
explain that. Okay, well, if and when we
I can lockpick
if and
them,
when we
so-
get to that point, I would be able to get us through the door of the...
So we just have to get through the mountain.
Nice. Yes, but back to this quickly. This what was your name again? I'm sorry, it's been a long decade. He points at Athena.
We just name every single person in the
Except
room.
Athena.
Except Athena.
Just
I'm
call us
Athena.
Hector if you forget.
Athena LaCroix.
yes,
Pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
It's the wife lady.
LaCroix, you say?
Mhm.
This is of the LaCroix.
Like the
Flash of my
drink.
fangs.
Ah. Yes, that would. Please, someone clip James's face right there. Thank you. That will be a new emote.
I don't know what you're talking about. No clipping that. That was my vampire impression.
We should certainly talk about that later, because that is very based on our research. there is much that I could learn from you, I would imagine. But that is not for now.
To the mountain, right?
Uh,
Let's go.
Well, Athena, your concept is not well, though the timepiece is not possible. However, it does seem that if we are able to infiltrate the castle in a way, we have been inside. You all have been inside, yes.
Yes.
Of Strahd's castle?
Yes.
And he just sort of scans the room, and Ismark is Ismark's like,
I don't think I've been. Have I been?
I have not. And Athena, you have not. But that's okay. As long as enough of us have, I think we could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might have to. Well, we can think about that when the time comes. Yes. I think that the best way may be to avoid a frontal assault altogether, or at the very least, combine some sort of attack that would maybe draw his focus elsewhere, and then
I have an idea.
pop into the castle. Yes, please.
LaCroix, my family. What if I were to propose a treaty? Some sort of distraction, like we would like to open up talks and find a peaceful resolution. I could act as an ambassador of sorts. And
You think he's gonna give away power when he has all the power?
I
no, darling, I don't think power. I think it would have nothing to do with me taking it or him giving
what
it.
would he have to gain from a talk? He wouldn't even entertain the idea.
I do think that if there were certain benefits that could be brought to his land, and he imagined that emissaries from beyond the mists, who do travel through at various times, we know this. The Vistani are sometimes able to move through them. If there was something that you could offer, perhaps
The only thing he wants is Irina, and he's not getting her.
it is an interesting idea, and could be incredibly useful, to be able to leverage that political advantage. That is good. That is very good. I do think, though, that the means of his demise are still in question and lie with this sword or these dragons that Zoot is mentioning. Have you any other
That was
tools?
so the sword is what we want, right?
In all of my writing and reading, it seems like it can only be helpful. There is no there's no way that I would know to well. Can you tell me more about these fanes? This is something that I'm not. I'm vaguely familiar, but this concept of, you said you defeated one, or you
Helped. They used to be the gods of the land.
Yes.
Winter knows better. There were 3 of
Is
them.
it
They were sisters.
Thanes with a TH or Thanes with an F?
Fanes with an F.
They
A big.
Oh, I've been saying Thanes this whole time. You guys
Yes,
need to
we know, dear.
pronunciate.
Like Macbeth.
I don't know what that is.
As
Is that a book? It would be, nerd.
Not yet, but in a couple of 100 years it will be.
It's actually
Ah.
Back Meth in Quelmar. It's the,
No,
the
it's not,
famous
Tyler.
famous theater
No, it's
production.
not.
It actually was originally a musical in the Narrow Court, and then got adapted into a straight play.
Now
You
the
don't
stream's
remember-
going to go down because we said the M word.
Zoot has always wanted to go to Narrow Court. That's a secret, actually. Top 10 secrets of Zoot. He's always wanted to cross the oceans and visit Narrow Court.
You know what? Me too. Let's go on a field trip together.
Obsessed.
You know. Continue.
So the
Yes, as Strahd took power, people's Winter, please try help. People's belief in them waned. They lost their power.
Winter like head comes up from the bar. What?
I actually have the hiccups now too, so it works perfectly.
Great. You you unintentionally gave yourself the hiccups trying to imitate them. Great. Nice.
Yeah.
Good. No, glad that's going to be in the background of the stream for the next 2 hours while you try to get rid of those.
I'll do them real close to the mic
Please
too.
don't. Please don't.
No.
I'm sorry.
What's happening? I'm gonna
Mhm.
head over to like a table and I'm gonna lay out a piece of parchment and I'm just going to start to write out everything I know about the politics of this land and my land.
Okay.
What could be seen as like a pro
Mhm.
for Strahd, and what he would think would be an advantage.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try to ramble through my explanation.
Okay,
of
so you get the
Thanes.
Fanes out and
I can talk about the Fanes.
you talk about the Fanes to Darwin, and he basically the end of that conversation about the Fanes, the idea of, you can see it in his eyes, the idea of not having to contend with the sort of natural forces of Barovia are incredibly attractive to him. And he is effusive in conveying that to weaken him in that way would severely limit his abilities to repel some sort of attack.
That's what I've been saying the whole time to these people, but they don't listen to me. It's because I'm little.
What do we think is harder? What do we think is worse, more dangerous?
Well, we
The
already got
mountains or
two
the
of
swamp?
them. We already got 2 of them.
We've got 1.5.
Well, that's true. But that's fair.
Could we split up? Half of us?
I don't know. What do y'all schedules look like the next couple weeks?
We'll do Nell and Liana on Wednesday, and then Sam and Kelsey on Saturday, and I'll be back here for a Zoot solo mission next Sunday.
Oh, that's always what this has been about. Is just Zoot being the watcher, getting his own TV show.
That's no. I actually
Oh, the Zoot.
We obviously should go for the mountains because a lot of people have been complaining about the swamps recently. So I imagine that means they're very dangerous.
The only advantage of going to the swamps is apparently that's where Zoot says the dragon bones are. And if we take dragon bones back to somewhere,
We don't
get
need
Isn't
dragon
that where
bones.
the
I already
third
have.
Fane is too?
What's up?
Isn't the third Fane also in the swamp?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so both the Fane and the dragon bones are in the swamp.
So let's go do the mountain, go
Yeah.
do the swamp, come back
Well,
and kill Strahd
we-
by trying.
Do we have to get all 4? Can we get 3 and just call it a day?
Well,
I think
the
we have to
thing
get
is,
all
if we-
3 of them.
If we
All
weaken
4 of them.
Strahd with the Fanes, it's gonna
There's 4 of them.
be
There's 3.
advantageous.
Wait, there's 3 of them?
There's
Yeah,
3
there's
Fanes.
And we've already
sisters.
killed 2?
The
Yeah, we-
sisters 3.
1.5.
Well, where's the last one at?
In the
We already got
swamps!
Who's on first?
Cousins.
Jesus! Is this real James or is this Zoot? Cause holy shit!
It doesn't matter.
Oh my
It
god!
doesn't matter.
It's real.
Let's go.
This is what you get when James makes a character that doesn't have to take notes.
So we have to. So we killed the first. There's only 3 of them. The sisters 3. We killed one at the
We
windmill.
didn't kill one. We didn't. We're not killing them.
Right. I understand what Winter means by
We're
killing one. Yes.
purifying them.
Yes.
Okay.
Reconsecrating them.
Yes.
It looked a lot like killing to me.
When a phoenix dies, it dies in fire and is reborn in the ashes.
Whatever you have to tell yourself. Let's go to the
Zeus
swamp.
just like,
Are we-
I fucking killed that thing.
Sure,
I don't
we
know
think
what
we
you
have to
guys
do
are
both,
talking
so I
about.
don't carry the order. If we're doing the swamp, let's do the swamp.
All right, all in favor. All right, so everybody has 2 votes. So we have 2 hands. This is how we do it in my clan. You have 2 hands and 2 votes. Everyone in favor of the swamp, raise your hands.
As you look around to count hands, this is the first time you notice that Hector is not there.
What the?
I heard Sam rolling, and I went, why is Sam rolling? And I thought he was just bored and playing with himself.
Sam is bored and plays with himself a lot. That's fair. That is fair.
Oh God.
Especially when he's not in New York City. It's weird.
I'm glad I took a vote because otherwise we would have not noticed.
Where's Hector? Oh shit! I've lost my cousin too.
Maybe he's already on his way. I'll open the door and look out in the street to see if he's either in the cart or on his way.
Can he see it, Sam? Okay, so you just see a rope hanging in the middle of the road.
Freaking God. Come on.
Just levitating.
He's in his hidey hole again.
Zoot, do you want to go talk to him, or should I?
I think it should be Winter. I think we just send Winter up, and then he will come out.
Immediately. One hiccup. Do you send Winter up the rope? Winter, do you climb up the rope?
Zoot, can you fly her up, please?
I'm carrying Winter out of the town. Yeah, I'll fly her up. I'll fly her, and then I'll sort of stuff her in there.
Does she have to be let in, Hector?
I don't know if there's rules about
I
that.
don't
Hector
think
would let her
so.
in though.
Okay, you would. Okay. So, Winnie, you... Oh, man, this is just going to get so sad.
Yep.
Fuck. Winnie, you pop into this demiplane at the top of the rope. And, Hector, what does she see?
You see the interior of the treehouse that we used to play in as children.
Yeah. Oh. Oh no. Oh. Hey.
Mm.
What are you doing? What is this?
I'm drinking.
Here. So am I.
Yeah, no.
This is our treehouse.
Yeah.
Oh, do you think the box is still here? Oh wait, this isn't real, is it?
I mean, it's made from my memories, so if I knew about the box, it would be
No,
here.
you didn't. We totally kept it a secret from you.
Then nope, probably not.
This is weird. Willa said she'd be here. I don't see her. Can you imagine Willa?
I can try. Tyler, I try to imagine Willa.
Liana, go change in the white wig.
I don't think that can happen.
Probably not. I mean, it would totally be DM fiat, like if you wanted to, but yeah.
Hang on, let me...
Liana's changing wigs, yo. Oh my god, Liana.
Right? Sad music indeed.
Indeed.
You see Hector closing his eyes for a very long time, as if he's waiting for some kind of higher instruction.
We love a costume
I'm
change.
gonna say, for the sake of all of us, that yes, you are able to conjure an image of Willa,
Right.
who's able to. She can basically, like, it's like minor illusion.
Right, like she can
Can repeat one phrase and do like vague the same. It's like an animatronic at Disney. Like, it's like, yeah, that's what you get.
So that happens.
Come over. I want to show you what I found. Come over. I want to show you what I found.
I go over. What did you find?
That keeps happening. We keep hearing
Yeah.
Willa repeat, "Come over, let me show you what I found."
Okay,
Well,
you know what?
Tyler,
Plan B,
if I
plan
may-
B, we turn it off.
If I may, could it be a memory that he's reflecting on?
It would have to be Hector would have to, yeah. That would have to be what Hector remembered. So Hector would have had to be there.
So,
I remember that.
okay. So, if that's what you remember, he is going to pull out a piece of paper, parchment. And she's gonna like unravel it. And she's gonna look to like you guys because she's like seeing you like you're in the memory.
Right.
And she's gonna to show you like the paper. And on the parchment is a funny drawing. It's very bad of each of us like together in the fort.
So sad.
It's a good thing she stuck to what she was good at, huh?
You guys remember when I made this? I'm really bad at drawing.
Hector tries to take the painting, but I'm assuming my hand passes through it.
Yeah, it would definitely pass through it.
We're never gonna get home, are we?
We were so young then. It's nice to be grown up, isn't it?
Is it not enough that I'm crying in real life? Like,
This was like one of the best worst decisions I've ever made in my life. Like this is Sam talking. Hector talking.
I'm gonna love you guys forever.
Oh
And we're always gonna be together.
God, I think I need you to turn it off now. Hector.
Winnie! Stop! You're being so
Hector.
silly.
Hector, turn it off, please.
What?
Please.
I'm sorry I'm being emotional. I don't mean to be.
Hector!
It's just nice to see us grown up.
Goodbye, Willa. And Hector stops concentrating on the form of Willa.
Still in the treehouse, though.
Still in the treehouse. And Hector will go over to one of the windows and just stare pensively out of it.
What are we gonna do?
We kill the demon and we go home.
Kill the demon, we go home. Kill the demon, we go home. Demon, we go home.
Hector will walk over to Winter and place his hand reassuringly on her.
You guys just sit in there for a bit together.
Yeah.
Do you want to cut back to the rest of the group,
I was gonna
Tyler?
say,
That'd
yeah.
be
So
great.
let's get the others. Let's get the others back on screen here.
Now that the two alcoholics are gone, I'm drinking.
I'm gonna ask what the hell's the bartender's name?
Danica?
Danica and Erwin.
Yeah, Danica. I'm gonna ask him. Hey, why do you guys stay here if Velaki? If there a lot of the people in Velaki got like killed and driven out, why did you guys survive and make it?
This is our home. This is where we.
No, not like. I guess I'm not asking why did you stay here. I'm asking. I watched people get slaughtered in the streets by zombies, but you survived. Is there something special about you that like makes you?
Yes, Zoot, the little raven people. They are were-ravens.
We thought we had
They are
explained
magical
this to
were-ravens.
you before, but perhaps not. And
Just so we're all on the same page.
And he like snaps his fingers and immediately transforms into a were-raven. And then he snaps back.
Oh my god! You guys are the ravens who have been following us! Oh my god! Oh my, did you see me kill that wolf last month?
Well, we did not, but we heard about it, yes.
Okay. Oh, there were some ravens in the trees when we got here.
Yes.
And I killed this wolf.
Those are our
I thought maybe that was... Oh! Oh, you're not all of them.
The Martikov family, for years, has... Were you not there when we had this discussion?
Don't question it. It gets a lot easier if you just accept it.
Got it. Perhaps a notebook would be good, just to carry around with you, and when people pass along important exposition information, it may be...
Mr. Irwin, look, I appreciate what you're saying, but I don't want any record of this place to escape the fog. I don't want any memories, and I don't want any pages, and I don't want any notice of this time I have spent here to ever follow me when I get out.
That is fair.
So when I kill, when I drive that stake through Strahd's heart while riding a dragon, and I go home, you're dead to me. You're all dead to me. I don't want to hear from any of you ever again. If you want to leave here, if you want to leave here, once we have done the deed, by all means, I will have a drink with you on the outside and we can meet each other for the first time.
I can appreciate that.
I have some more questions. What? All right, so...
What's Barovia?
I was trying to figure out what my next question was.
I just want to go sit by the fire. I'm just done. I don't know where the other two are. We're supposed to be going to mountains. Two of them are drunk in a rope in another dimension. Zoot doesn't know.
Ismark and Irina are seated around the fire.
Oh.
You can head over there.
I'm just gonna go sit with them.
Esmeralda.
And wait for someone to tell me what we're
Esmeralda
doing.
has wandered over to you, Athena, and is kind of eyeing the list that you're making. It's just eyeing it, not saying anything. Just kind of asks, "Is it all right with you if I read over your shoulder?"
Mm-hmm.
And she sort of like leans and like puts a hand on one shoulder and like leans over.
Hi, how are you? You're touching me.
Oh,
It's fine.
sorry,
No, you can touch me. To tell you something, I'm just going to tell it to you right now. It's going to sound crazy. You know the little drunk one up in the little hole. There was actually some truth to what she was saying, and I need to tell you that you are very
Do it in the Borat.
pretty.
Do it in the Borat voice.
And
It's very
I
nice.
you are very pretty, and I would like you to continue touching my shoulder, please. If you want.
If you want.
And she blushes, and you see like her cheeks flush, and she sort of like puts her head down and giggles a little bit.
I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna be bold. I'm bold. I'm going to reach up and I'm gonna tilt her chin up.
And you just see her like do a little like half lip bite on the bottom, you know, like that look, and she's like,
yeah.
All right. And she just like kind of like squeezes next to you on the bench at the table and like sits next to you.
And I will go through the lists with her and talk to her about home. While also sweating. Do dampers sweat?
Straight up sweating.
Do they sweat blood?
No.
We'll find out.
Darwin kind of like sees all of this happening and kind of goes over to you, Isadora. And you just feel this little like tug on your arm. I don't mean to be, well, insensitive. It seems like there is there are a lot of things happening. There are a lot of.
We need to get on the road, right?
Yes. I was
right,
just
yeah,
thinking.
Great. I'm with you.
If there's a way that we could decide what the hell we're doing, because I'm a little concerned that, well, to be frank, I don't know how to kill him. And
yeah, that's fair.
I think that while the Fanes are, well, I need to put the decision to you all. I tried with powerful magic users and brave, strong warriors from our home and this land and failed. So my decision will lie with you. Because I cannot be responsible for making the decision and the plan that leads to you all perishing.
Of course. None of us we've been on this path for a while now. None of us hold you responsible for anything that has happened or will happen. And I think you're right. I think things are very bad. And I don't know what chance we really stand, but I don't really see that we have another choice other than to try. So that's that. Zoot wanted to go to the swamp. Winter wanted to go to the swamp. I'm happy to side with them and say we should go to the swamp. That's 3 of us. If you can, do you know how to get us close to there? You said you can teleport?
Having not been to the swamp, it would be difficult for me to, but it is, It is not far. I could probably get you somewhere close. Certainly closer than here.
Right.
But I wouldn't be able to teleport the cart.
That's all right. Would you be able to come with us, or you'd just be kind of dropping us there?
Would you like me to come with you?
If you feel comfortable with it very much.
Yes.
If you don't feel you've been through a lot, if you can't, that's all right. We wouldn't ask you to do anything right now when you're in such a state, but I think we'd all feel better.
Then I shall. I will make sure that I do my part.
If you can get us there, then you can get us back after, right?
Yes, we should be able to. I will need to rest a bit if I'm going to be able to accomplish this.
That's all right. I think there are two drunk assholes up in another plane, so they may need some time too.
Right. Well, do your best to gather them.
Good.
Perhaps
Take a nap.
we can
8 hours. Meet back up here.
Perhaps we can all rest a bit and carry on this evening.
Right. Thank you, Professor. It's very, very, very good to see you again.
It is so good to see all of you too.
Well, another thing, if this lady has cards that can tell the future, why didn't she just tell us that all of this was going to happen? She gave me a whole thing about finding the dragon people, and she didn't tell me once that Willow was going to die. That seems like an important thing to tell someone when you send them out into the world.
Well, you know, there are certain things that the fates cannot comprehend or predict. You know, it is the future, the past, they are fluid. Yes. He just looks to you for affirmation.
I don't know. I'm so confused these days.
Zoot, dear, 8 hours. Go take a nap, eat some food, whatever you want to do, then we're going to the swamp for the dragons, alright?
I don't want to go to the swamp for the dragons. Why is nobody listening to me? I want to go to the swamp for the Thane.
Alright, we're going to the swamp for the Thanes.
And why didn't we ever go back to that fortune teller lady?
It's pronounced Thanes with an F.
Climb up the rope.
Zoop raises a valid question. I'm just gonna say it.
Like, knock, I don't know, can you knock on a door? Can you knock on an interdimensional warp hole?
It's literally just a hole.
You just put your hand in it.
I'm gonna poke my head in the hole.
You just raise a middle finger through it.
You poke your head in through the hole and you're face to face with Willa.
Oh yeah. Well, no, Willa's gone. You said
no. I recreated her again.
Oh, you did.
What?
All right.
You did what?
He said goodbye, Willow. Wait, no. Hold on.
Hang on, Liana's doing the wig change. Give it a second.
You two have 8 hours.
Willa,
do whatever you need to do. And then we're going to the swamp if you would like to come. That's all. Cry it out, hug, whatever you need to do. I love you both. Good luck. 8 hours if you're coming. No, I'll leave you two to it. Have fun, kids.
I'm not a child.
There's no reaction to the Willa.
Is she actually there, Sam? I assumed that was a joke.
No, there's an illusion of Willa. Yeah, that's real.
Oh, well.
Real.
I'm actually gonna say no. Because I can do the hut thing too, so I'm semi-familiar with those kinds of illusions. So, like, I see it, I register it, y'all are processing your shit, I'm not getting involved right now. So, like,
you're like, this makes sense.
But, like, I'm not letting you all see it. Y'all can deal with
this
your
is
own
like
shit.
some weird masturbatory magic happening right here. You do your thing, I'm gonna go over here.
I have my own tiny hut with my own weird illusions. This is, you know.
So much for being friends, Lady Is.
Of course we're friends. Winter, do you want me to come in? I assume this was like a family thing.
What part of you not being family was discussed?
Gonna make. Should I come in?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to come in.
Oh boy.
And now I'm crying a little bit.
This is our tree house. We used to steal bread from Dad and come here. And there's things in here that aren't really there because Hector doesn't know we did them. But
Give me the tour. Show me everything.
oh yeah, absolutely. Do you actually want me to give you a tour, or are we gonna retcon it?
You can give her the
I mean,
tour.
out of character, yes, I want you to give me a tour.
Okay.
In
So
character,
The treehouse is not that big.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a tree
It's a
house.
treehouse.
this is where
Like
we
smaller than
sit.
Van Richten's tower that had like
Yeah.
Right?
yeah.
This is the window Hector likes to pretend to be a lookout on. He'll stand here and be like, "Oh, I'm watching."
Hector just kind of gives her a weird, like, little disdainful glance, but then just goes back to what he's doing.
See,
Hector,
he's
love,
doing
do
it
you
right
need to
now.
sleep, by the way? You cast this spell. Do you need to sleep to be at full health before we travel?
No,
Okay.
he goes back to what he's doing.
Wait, what are we doing?
We're going to the swamp in 8 hours. Darwin is taking us there.
Oh yay! What are we doing there?
We're raising the Fane and maybe calling some dragons. I don't know.
Oh, nice. So we're finally. Oh, we're finally listening to me. Oof! I need
Yes.
to drink more. This doesn't seem real.
We've been chasing the Fanes for a while.
I know we have. It's just been a side mission. I've never felt like it's been at the forefront of
You're right,
anything,
you're
you know.
right.
It's just
It
been
has
like,
been-
oh,
it has
while
been
we're
the side
there,
quest.
we'll just totally do this. It's convenience. It's never been an actual, like, hey, let's put some thought into this. Maybe she's onto something, you know?
I don't know how many people Darwin can bring. I don't know who's coming with us.
That's a good point. I don't know either. Do you think
Um,
there's a tower shield in this town? I can be a tank.
No, well, we're all going, but I don't know if Esmeralda and Ismark and Irina can come.
I touch her face. Is it working?
What did you say?
Is
I
it
touch your
what?
face and I say, "Is it working? Are you healed?"
Yes. Thank you, dear.
Okay, so here's the other thing. The bartender hasn't given me a clear answer as I poke my head up. If this was supposed to be the town that Lady Watcher wanted to, like, take over,
Voctor!
where the hell is she?
Voctor. Zoot. Voctor with a V.
Some things just don't add up. Like, did she just
V
kill the
as
town
in
and then ride off? This was where she lived too.
And
So-
Vineyard and Vanguard and
So you did
Volkswagen.
go through Voctor House with Hector on a recon mission and found
That
a
was-
bunch
that
of
was our buddy
sacrificed
cop.
dead
Yeah.
bodies.
That was our buddy cop episode.
That was your buddy cop.
Can you tell me that, Hector?
Specifically those words verbatim.
Wait, so and I pull out one of the hands I cut off from
I'm
one of
not-
the statues.
Yeah, and Hector pulls out one of his. Yeah, this.
So
Remember when we
this
did
is Lady Watcher's hand?
I
Voctor!
don't know.
With
I
a
never saw the
V.
Lady Watchers, so I mean, it looks kind of big for a woman's hand, I'd say, but you know.
You're kind of big for a woman.
Why does no one tell me these things?
You were literally there.
Yeah, I thought you being like actually present during the event would constitute, you know, you
Look,
being-
I'm sure there were 1,000 signs posted everywhere that said "Watcher House" or "This is where Lady Watcher lives," but You know I have trouble with that kind of thing, okay?
I feel
And you
like,
didn't tell me.
dude, I feel like you're just making excuses for the fact that you don't remember. And this doesn't come down to your literacy anymore. This is just a matter of you not remembering, and that's okay. But you shouldn't really go and point the finger and blame other people and project your anger and frustration on others, especially when that's not when it's uncalled for. I think it's just not mature, and maybe you should stop doing that.
Sounds like you've had a breakthrough.
Sounds like this treehouse therapy session has done wonders for all of you. Meanwhile, Athena's just like sitting there sweating. Oh yeah, quick!
Sweating
Wait,
blood.
wig, quick.
This could just be the
Meanwhile,
episode of many wigs.
yes, Athena is just sitting there. Athena is just sitting there next to Esmeralda, going over this list of potential political ploys that they could, and machinations that they might be able to. Well, no, you said you were talking about home.
Yeah, like, I'm going to describe, our home that we share together in hopes that it'll stir up a memory. Gosh, I'll have to just court her all over again. This is bullshit. No, but, I think you would have absolutely loved it there.
Sounds like a wonderful place. I think it would be nice.
Well, how about this? When it's all said and done, how about I
Marry you. Oh shoot, I'm not muted.
give you a tour in person? Give you the whole grand tour lay of the land.
I would like that very much.
We have some time to kill, and I was just wondering, would you like to spend more time with me? I'm not really tired, but you might be. Maybe we could just go for a little walk. I could grab you some food. We could have a little lunch if you'd like to.
Yes, I can do that. I am well rested, so if the rest of the group needs to rest, I can. Well, yes. Please.
Okay. If you want to go fetch a blanket, we can find somewhere to have a sit and have a bit of a picnic if you'd like. I could grab a bottle of something to drink. You like red, if I remember. You like red.
Oh, how did you know? Yes, I do. I certainly prefer red.
Okay.
May I suggest the stables? If being outside in Valaki right now, there is still that fucking tiger, and I'm not quite sure if it's just wandering around or what. But if we stay inside of the stables, it'll be better, I think.
Yeah, that is fine with me. And if we do see a tiger, and I'll just kind of like flash my scimitar, I'll protect you.
It is sweet that you think I need protection.
All right, let's go to the fucking stables.
sploosh, as Pam
Not
would
to be
say.
an absolute copycat.
Oh boy. Oh, here we go.
Not to be an absolute copycat.
Lady Isadora and Ismark just go into the.
I need to
oh,
fucking,
table for
I need to
ice taken?
kill off
Okay.
these fucking NPCs. There's too many of them.
Well, honestly, Tyler, I assume you're going to make us leave them all behind, which is why it's like.
I mean, yeah.
Gotta. After I've hung out with Winter and Hector and Zoot for a minute in the treehouse.
And Willa.
Oh, wait, hold on. I thought I killed Ismark. I thought I messaged you that I killed Ismark before I came up to fetch them. Before I came up the rope. You remember that message?
I'm gonna go.
Oh wait,
down
let me
the
scroll
rope
back.
and back into the bar. I'm assuming James did not actually kill Ismark. I'm assuming he's being a
Ismark's
jackass.
not dead. Ismark's not dead. But now I wish I had. Ugh.
I wouldn't put it past you.
No, there's no reason for me to kill Ismark at this point. Ismark, look, like, table talk, like, me killing Ismark was a result of that pressure, that voice, that thing that was inside of me. I have no actual need to kill Ismark when I don't have the dark power trying to literally rip away my soul
It was
if I don't.
incredible, James. It topped the time Tyler sold me and Rose out. I was like shaking for like an hour after that session. It was amazing.
It's hard to top the time Tyler sold you and Rose out because Tyler wrote a song.
That's true. You didn't write a song about it.
I wish I had about how I was going to kill
Tyler's
Ismark.
song tops any other tabletop experience I've had, but you tried to kill Ismark is like second.
Wait, what is this?
Paranoia.
You can find it on YouTube.
It's still up on YouTube.
I'm done. I'm going to bed.
Okay. Zoot's in bed.
I will go back into the bar.
You're going back into the bar.
Over to Irina and Ismark. Hi again. It's only been like 20 minutes, but hi again. We're going to the swamp soon. And I don't know how many people can come. So I don't know if you'll be there. And Irina, can we maybe have a minute?
Of course. And she kind of like subtly like grins. And just like wanders over to completely she just like doesn't really know where to go and then just heads back to the bar.
I'll sit down. Things are not great.
Yes, you could say that.
You're doing better. You sound better. That's good.
It's getting there, but still a bit raw, but it does not hurt to talk anymore, which is nice.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm very glad to hear that. Really, all I want to say, is that we might die and not come back. And I think if that happens, I would be very upset, if I hadn't actually ever. I mean, I feel like
in the midst of this, he just grabs the side of your face and kisses you. He's like, I'm not, like, cannot, is like done. He's like, Jesus, she fucking talks too much.
Right.
And just like, I know what you are saying. I recognize the dangers. And if anything happens to you, I will follow you wherever you go.
This is a great talk. Thanks. Yeah, cool. I just want to like hold hands for a little bit.
And he just like leans up and kisses your forehead and then just like sits you next to him. All right. Winnie and Hector, are you resting in the treehouse?
I wouldn't call it resting.
Do we see Athena and Irina walk by, or Esmeralda walk by to the stables?
No, because the stables you would get to through the actual tavern.
Son of a bitch.
Sorry.
Damn it! We always look for a moment to troll him.
Yeah, you're out on the street,
spy.
unfortunately.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
You do see a tiger wander by that. No, I'm just kidding. You do not see a tiger.
It's time.
You have to make a constitution roll. I probably do with the amount of alcohol I consumed, if I'm being honest.
Okay, go ahead. Make me a con roll.
That's an 8 on the dice. Plus 6, which is 14.
You're fine.
Cool.
Yeah, I would say that Hector is kind of settled down. We have bunk beds. I feel like we have bunk beds in this treehouse.
No, Willa and I have bunk beds. You sleep on the floor.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, so I'm sleeping on the floor then.
You can use my bunk bed. I'm dead.
No, he can't. Ghost Willa, shut the fuck up. He can't. He's going to sleep on the floor.
All right.
Mechanics question: can you maintain concentration? Actually, you know what? We can. This spell only lasts an hour.
That's an hour per level. Did you upcast it?
Oh, and even if I did, it would only be like 2 hours.
You
so
have
yeah,
it for an hour.
Yeah, I feel like this spell is probably coming to an end by this point.
Pretty soon.
So I would grab Winter and be like, it's time to go.
I don't want to go yet.
We can come back.
Do you ever get the feeling like this is where we're gonna die?
No.
I do. And you know what? I think I'm okay with it finally.
I've been to enough shitholes and haven't died. This won't be the one I die in either. I'll protect you. Let's go.
Fine.
You climb.
Do you think Lady Isidora's touching his face again?
Probably.
You fucking know it.
I'd say by this point, maybe more is happening, but
Yeah, on the couch in the middle of the bar.
I don't know. I'm not in the bar.
Yeah.
Yet.
You know what? Maybe we don't go in the bar.
Is there an upstairs to this place?
Yeah, you go through
to the tavern,
and you can get there through the outside too. There's like an outer staircase.
I was gonna
around
say
the
we could. I'm gonna just like climb the rope and then like do a little swing and then just oof myself onto the balcony and go in through the door.
All right, make a dexterity check, please.
Okay. You want me to roll at disadvantage since I'm drunk as fuck?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Should I be doing the same?
If you want to do the same, I guess.
I don't think I'll do very well.
Let's see. Oh, wow. Wow, that is amazing. A 22 with disadvantage.
So
It would have been a 24.
You should cut the rope anyway, Tyler.
You're good. You make it up there and head in. Yeah. You did long rest in the cart on the way here. We fast forwarded it, so I forgot.
Okay. Yeah.
So you don't need to long rest right now.
Well, I could
Long
to get my because rope trick is a second.
Oh, you could get rope trip back. Oh, all right, everybody.
You're
We're
gonna
gonna
make every
hold. We're
single
gonna
person
hold.
here
We're gonna hold
wait
the
8
assault on the
hours for your
swamp.
rope trick.
It's not just rope trick. It's a second level spell slot. That's literally my highest level spell slot. I can
That's why I
cast.
walked in the treehouse and said, Hector, do you need to take a nap? And you were like, no, I'm fine. And I was like, are you sure? Are you
Okay,
full up for when
you
we go into
did
the storm?
not
And
say,
you're like, no,
"Are
I'm
you
fine."
sure?"
Currently making out with Ismark
All right,
on the couch.
so
if you
It's
don't
true.
want this
with
fight
all of
on,
this,
you
with
want
all
hang
of
on a
this
second.
arguing going on, we're gonna take a bio break. We'll be back at 25.
Tyler, can I cap?
Yes,
Can I cap?
please cap it.
All right.
Oh my god.
I'd like to come downstairs half dressed, having rolled out of my bed, and walk over to where Isadora and Ismark are canoodling, and sort of half asleep be like, "Hey, do we know where we left the dog?"
All right.
Ismark, you had the dog. Where's the dog?
And with that, we will go to that'll be the cliffhanger for our bio break. So 9:25, we'll be back.
Oh my god.
See y'all roll soon.
I need to go get some water.
Hey. Hey everybody, we're back. Hi Olive. What's up? Why'd you just wake up? Go back to sleep. Welcome back. Alright, so we've been able to process a little bit. Everybody. I hope everybody got a little processing done.
Oh boy.
Alright, so you don't long rest. You very quickly realize, or do you, Hector? Jesus.
I'm fucking long resting. What
What
if we need silence?
What are we doing, everybody?
I guess we're long resting for 8 hours. I
Okay.
guess I'll just have to like.
I can long
cuddle on
rest in a
couch for 8
cart or
hours.
something.
Oh,
Like if we're
no.
gonna
What
cart.
will
I guess
you
you'll
do
just have to be
now
next to
with your-
Ismark for 8 hours cuddling.
What a shame.
Shucks. Alright.
Who had cuddling with Ismark for 8 hours on their bingo card?
So sorry that
Not your
Hector's trying
wish
to
list,
process the
Zoot,
death
your
of his
bingo
sister.
card. Alright, so you rest. You all sort of make your way back to the main room of the tavern after your various activities.
Huh?
Athena, did you want to roleplay anything from your picnic date?
Oh, it's okay. I know that we're all excited to carry on. So we can just say that Athena eventually fell asleep because I realized that I needed some HP back. So she probably fell asleep on her while she was eating because that's probably pretty boring for Athena.
Fair.
So
Fair.
Yeah,
Totally
Hector
fair.
also needed some HP back since he was just like single-handedly killing Strahd there, while fucking Ismark and what's her name were just throwing
Hey, they
fucking
threw shit. They tried.
scrolls at him or whatever.
We stand them. This is an Irina stan stream. Best character.
Alright. Darwin sort of gathers the five of you. Okay, well, I'm able to, I can get us close. I've not been to Barrett's, specifically, but I have been to the edge. It would probably be, on foot, maybe, 1 or 2 hours, on foot before you reach the edge of the swamp, but,
That's all right.
I do want to warn you that this is this is an incredibly dangerous place. We need to be on our guard the whole time. We need to stick together. And I hope that I hope that I hope that you all know what you're doing when it comes to the Fane, because I am learning from you in that regard.
what's a thane?
It's a big stone that was once a shrine to a goddess. Well, I actually don't know. I think the goddess is the Fane, and we're just looking for the big stone that was the shrine. I'm unclear whether the Fane is the goddess or the stone.
So magic.
Yes.
Right.
The
all right.
Fanes were known as the Sisters 3.
Athena, you know that the Fanes were the Sisters 3.
They
Oh,
ruled
oh,
here.
I'm here. Sorry, I just got up from a really long nap.
They're not saying Thanes, they're saying Fanes with an F.
Zoot
Oh,
mumble,
Fane. Oh yes, the sisters 3. Oh, it's all calling back to me now.
Like Celine Dion.
Right. So, are we off? Who's going? Are we all off together?
I can take, let's see, well, I could bring all of us if we all wanted to participate.
Even
Yes.
I mean, I feel like people can make their own decisions on whether or not they want to go or not.
Well, if it's dangerous, I feel like there's strength in numbers, correct?
Yeah, unless, the only thing people are good at is just throwing inanimate objects.
I'm
then
going
they
to punch him as hard as I can in the arm.
Congratulations, you're stronger than your boyfriend. Next.
I'll turn to Esmeralda and just, do you think that you would be useful to have around for this? Do you want to go?
She's more useful than the other two.
Gonna punch him in the other arm.
In combat.
It's really up to you.
No, I think I could do some good if I come with you.
Wait, why don't we take Owen? He can turn into a raven. Did you guys know that?
We will continue to work in the ways that we work best, which is not to engage in any open assault or combat scenarios. We will.
Also, we've known for a while that they're ravens. You just checked out of that conversation.
We'll be watching. I can assure you.
I thought Erwin was a dog.
No, that's Darwin. That's him.
Okay.
Owen,
That's
I have a
Lancelot.
quick question.
That's Chair.
Since
Which
you
we
are,
never got an answer on.
No, we didn't.
since you are a raven, are you able to get by the mists?
No.
Right. Okay.
Are the siblings coming?
They both kind of look at each other, and he just kind of shrugs his shoulders.
I mean, maybe Blunda's armory has some weapons for them that I don't know. Can you guys actually use weapons? If you have weapons, or
Tyler, I was curious about getting a shield, if that's possible.
They're able to kind of resupply at the Blue Water
They have
Tavern.
some bows now.
They've got some. They have equipment. They are prepared. Remember, Hector, they had swords. They didn't have ranged weapons. That was the problem.
Hector starts talking to them condescendingly. He's like, "All right, so you knock the arrow, and you pull the string back, and then you aim at what you want to shoot."
They both just look at him.
I look at Irina and go, if you want to kick him in the nuts, we understand.
It crossed my mind, certainly.
Joke's on you. That's happened enough times it has no effect anymore.
I want to kick him in the nuts. I want to see if this is true. No, I don't. We're going to the swamp. I'm not going to do that. Let's go to the fucking swamp.
Hector has to take another long rest to recover from.
All right, everybody.
his nuts being
8
knocked.
more hours. All right. Darwin sort of gathers you.
Can I get a shield? BT dubs?
Sure, you got a shield.
Oh, is it that easy? Can I have +3 studded leather armor, please?
Erwin has very basic. You now have a wooden shield.
Oh, it's what, +2?
Wooden, like a round wooden shield, I believe is.
Yeah, just the basic shield
That's,
is
yeah, that's
+2.
basically what I
+2.
carry.
Same.
Can I have a basic 2 shield?
So it's just shields.
You get a shield, and you get a shield.
Yeah, I would say
Everyone
Erwin and Danica, between them, knowing where you're going and kind of what they have in their stores, would be able to distribute basic weaponry to Irina, Ismark, and anyone who needed something basic. Standard, common items. You need a shield, Athena?
I would love a shield, and I just would like to remind you, if you'd like it to be a special shield, it can be, because someone gifted money on the stream last time for me to have a special thing. And I mean, if you want to make it a special thing,
This
you
is
can
not
be.
that special thing.
Okay, I
different
will
fucking
take the
thing.
shield. Thank you, DM.
Is studded leather armor, just regular studded leather armor, a thing that we might be able to find?
Yep.
Hell yeah! Hector will take that.
Oh, if you needed that the whole time, I have something in my inventory.
Oh, thanks. Great. 10 out of 10.
Just
Are there
speak
any
up,
more-
my dude.
Are there any more dream pies in town?
No.
Everyone shouts no at the same
Yeah.
time.
That's fine. I've still got 6 in my inventory.
Oh my god. 3 of each kind still?
1 cranberry infused, and the rest are sweeties, whatever that means.
Oh god.
You don't want to know.
I don't know what sweeties pie means, but yeah.
Those are made with babies because babies are sweet.
That's not true. That's fundamentally not true.
Babies are not sweet is
Well, both
fundamentally
of
not true.
those things are not true. No offense to babies
I was gonna
worldwide.
say, Ken vouch, have a toddler.
Yeah.
No.
All right, so you are all equipped with any other requests for standard common things?
Health potions?
This is going to be a really fucked up question.
Mhm.
This is going to be so fucked up, but I'm going to ask it anyways.
Love it. Love
Because
it.
I know that we keep dying, and some of us come back, and some of us choose not to. So if you die, do you want me to preserve your body so you can be raised again? Is there anyone here who does not want, who has a do not resuscitate order, who does not want me to preserve their body if they go down?
Fair question.
That would require me to die.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go.
This is the episode where he finally dies.
Zoot, I will not, if you do not wish me to. Don't die, though, okay?
I've already died more times. I have died more times than days you have lived.
That was very bleak.
Zoot,
Out of
what was your con before you dropped to 8?
Oh, good question. The good news is I keep backup sheets every
Are
time
you
I
at
level up, so I
16?
can actually go back.
I was gonna say I think it was 16.
I think you were at 16.
According to my level 7 sheet, or actually, let me go back to level 6 because my level 7 sheet might actually, yeah, my level 7 sheet's when I got it.
Yes.
So level 6 says that my constitution was, hold on, Acrobat's opening. There it goes. Yeah, 16 plus 3,
Okay, so you've had
and I'm currently at 8 minus 1.
3 long rests since then.
Sure.
You're back to 14.
I'll take it. I'm at 72 HP.
Hell yeah. Catching up.
And Erwin sort of responds to you, Athena, and is just like, I am. Yeah, it has been impossible to find anything resembling a health potion for months now. It is, apologies, but that is a request that I cannot fulfill. Anything else that anyone needs that I may be able to provide? Something basic.
Liquor. You got some liquor.
Oh, you know that. We've already packed it all up for you.
Oh, lovely. Even though she's not here, we should still pretend like Will is here and pack liquor for her. She'd be upset with us if we didn't.
Ironically, I just remembered that Hector also has like 5 crossbows and 3 longbows that he could have given to Irina and Ismark.
And you were making fun of them.
Hey, judging by their aim of the inanimate objects, maybe I just thought that they were not trained in combat.
My spells are picked.
Ranged combat.
Ranged combat. That's all. Not all combat, just ranged combat. Anything else?
Well, I'm gonna prepare cure wounds. I didn't have cure wounds prepared. I think I'm gonna switch to cure wounds. That sounds smart.
Yes.
I thought so.
Oh,
Don't forget you have a
I'm
ring
gonna
full of
give-
cure wounds. I've topped that ring back up by now.
also, I'm gonna give Zoot a potion of invulnerability, and tell him, hey, drink
Should I
this.
also bless? Should I grab bless?
Bless up.
I don't actually keep it with. I don't carry it on me, so it wouldn't hurt to have someone who can do
I
it.
don't know if Suit's ever used bless this entire campaign. It's not his style, but I could grab it. D4s on every attack roll and saving throw.
Wait, are we leveling up?
No,
No, you're-
those
Oh,
of us
I'm
who are
picking my
strong are
spells.
just switching some shit out.
I got so excited. Okay, never mind.
I would say
No, okay.
take your time.
All right.
Think
So
through...
going into this battle, I've picked Searing Smite, which is my favorite smite, Cure Wounds, and Bless. Those are my
Also,
3 out of
Zoot,
4. I get to pick 4.
I give you a potion of invulnerability, and I tell you, use this if you think you're gonna get hit a lot. It'll keep
Oh
you up
yeah,
longer.
shit, I still have that too.
Thank you. I will take a potion of invulnerability.
Use
I am
it.
gonna get hit a lot.
Yeah, drink it and take the hits because it'll half all the damage.
Heal.
And I give one we had 3 left, so I'll give mine to Lady Isadora, the second one I had on me. And I'm like, I don't need to tell you how to use this, right?
No. We see a scary looking witch coming at us out of the fog. Drink it.
It'll keep you up longer, that's for sure.
Yes. And sometimes that might be all we need. I have 2 potions of healing. Everyone just check your potions because I never remember what I have, so I'm looking right now. I have 2 potions of healing.
I have no potions.
I have 1.
I'll take 1 and give it to Winter, so I'm down to 1.
So now I have 2 potions of healing?
You have 2.
Okay.
Spells are selected. Inventories up. All the equipment that you need.
Correct.
Okay.
This feels like we're gonna go fight Strahd, yeah?
Well, I am.
No, but a very scary witch who is almost as powerful as Strahd.
You gather into a circle. Darwin, along with the 8 of you, takes his staff, and you see the stone on the end of it begin to glow.
Oh, and I do make that speech text speech thing for Zoot.
You did that on your rest as well.
I'm not gonna use it. I don't use your things, Winter.
I'm 100% aware of this.
We've been blank for a year and a half. It has been very clearly
Then I'll take my wings
established.
back.
Those are my wings. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I uninfuse his wings.
All right, let's go. Let's head. Let's go and fight.
I don't uninfuse his wings.
I was gonna
I'm
say,
smarter than that.
okay.
I'm smarter than that. I'm gonna do it while he's in the air, so he just falls.
Okay. You... God. You head to... sorry, Darwin raises his staff. You feel this sort of, like, pull at your navel, and then you all appear at the edge of a sort of thick wood. You know this wood. It's the Sphalic wood, the same sort of Barovian forest that you're used to. Something, though, feels different in this area. It's a lot... The first thing you notice is the sort of pouring rain that's covering you, and just sheeting down. And the trees in this part of the forest are dead and dying. there's really not there's not a lot of greenery left. Whereas other parts of the wood are thick and, while dark and terrifying, the trees are still alive and green. Here, more than half are just bare and withered, creaking in the wind and sort of being battered by this pouring rain. And Darwin sort of looks out and just points and says, "Right, we make it on foot. We should be there within a few hours, and then we can make our way. But please, everyone, tread carefully. This is yes, just be careful. Everyone, be on guard. And I need you all to roll. Are you trying to be sneaky, or are you trying to be? Are you just sort of heading down the road?
We have been in Barovia for so long that I feel like not being sneaky is it's like it's impossible to not be sneaky. Like we are just sneaking everywhere. Do you know
Makes
what
it
this place is like?
Yeah, we're trying to be sneaky.
All right, so I need all of you then to roll stealth checks, please.
I haven't had to roll. This is my first roll of the day.
That was a natural 20. First roll of the day.
Oh, I clicked
22
the die.
total. I'm not that good at stealth, but I'll take it.
I got a 6 on the die, and then I have a +5, so 11 total. Sorry, friend.
Got a 13. Athena has disadvantage because she's wearing some sick chainmail.
Hector got 28.
It's a group check, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't need mine.
What is it?
5.
Okay.
Okay, so we're not sneaking. Sounds good.
Let's see. We just need to double check.
Hector and I are carrying the weight of this entire sneaking expedition right now.
Oh boy. Your NPC friends are not helping.
Oh god.
Good.
A nat 1 for one of them, and a 4 for the other, and a 12.
Jesus.
All right.
They're doing so good. We love them. We love them so much.
You are,
I did.
as you sort of make your way down the road, the sort of formalized road ends, and these trails begin to branch off in various directions, and Darwin sort of directs you down one of them. And next to this, you see the sort of trickling river, the sort of thin stream that follows this trail. The trail hugs the river for several miles as you walk. And as you walk further into this area, the dirt and grass around you soon turn to marsh. And this trail is just this spongy muck, pockmarked with these tall reeds and pools of stagnant water. And the mists that are normally around you are still present, sort of hanging in the air. But now there's also this sort of thick, creeping fog over the ground. And you can see through the fog and scattered throughout the marsh before you, you begin to see outlines of structures. And throughout, these they look like old cottages, small and decrepit. Their walls are covered with this black mildew, and most of their roofs have caved in. They sit in this mire, in this muck. They're angled at weird, or stuck at weird angles. as if they're sinking into the ground and have just given up trying to stand. And everywhere you look, these sort of thick, and you walk through them and they buzz around you, these thick clouds of black flies. Some of them begin to land on you and find any exposed skin they can and try to bite. And as you see, the river sort of runs through the middle of these ruins. And on the far side, across the river, you notice the fog is thinner. And a single light flashes amid this dark ring of standing stones.
Oh, standing stones.
You see a few things as you make your way through these ruins. The first are these cottages. And then, as you make your way further, sorry, let me pull it up for you all so you can see it. You see, maybe, at the south end of the village lie the remains of a mansion built on higher ground. It's been reduced to this sort of pile of stones and timbers that you see. The empty arch windows stare at you, and south of it, an untamed garden runs around, surrounded by broken walls no longer able to contain the sort of lush swamp greenery. East of the ruin, someone has erected this crude wooden fence, forming a circular yard in which you actually see live goats milling about in the pen. But on each of the fence posts of that goat pen are human skulls.
Probably people tried to steal them.
But no wyvern-born skulls, for the record.
Go steal one, Zoot. I dare you.
No. I dare you not to.
I'm not gonna listen to Winter.
You go to the gate, or to the goat pen.
No.
Should we go to the stones?
Yes.
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right, last time Zoot did a prayer. That's how he got him out. So you're up, Zoot.
Well, so you're on one end. Across the river are those standing stones.
I can fly.
You've got about a half a mile to get to the other side.
Climb on Zoot's back.
Half a mile. Good God. You guys have great eyesight. Them elven eyes.
How? Yeah.
They are higher. Did I mention that?
Yes, you
Sorry,
did.
okay.
On raised ground, yeah.
And
I mean,
you
I'll
guys
pick
range or
up
anything?
and carry people one by one if I have to. That's where we're going, right?
I can. I don't think it'll get me. 1 minute will not get me all the way across this, will it? If I can fly for 1 minute, will it get me across the river?
It wouldn't get you from here. You would have to walk up to the river, and then you could get across.
Okay. So, Zoot, if you want to bring Winter over, I'll fly alongside, and then you can just shuttle everyone back and forth, but no one has to be alone.
Hey, but wouldn't you want to stay here with Hector so he's not alone? Oh, you're counting the others. I see.
Or maybe maybe actually Winter and Darwin wait till I don't want to leave anyone alone is my concern. So maybe
Yeah.
we leave Darwin and do you think you could carry Darwin and Winter at the same time?
Absolutely not.
Fuck.
You have a large carrying capacity, though, don't you?
I do, but people are people.
Not that large, yeah.
Unlike me, you all have solid bones.
Hector, you're pretty sneaky. How do you feel about being alone on one side or the other for a few minutes?
Yeah, whatever.
All right, there we have it. Hector comes last.
Okay, come on, Winnie.
I hop on his back.
I'll activate my Steps of the Night. Fly alongside them.
I start flying across the river, or, high up into that raised platform, and I'll hum a little song while I do so. I'll say, I can't get it out, stuck out of my head, but like it's so catchy. When the dragon dreams its dream within the rightful tomb, the light of Argynvost will gleam and rid this land of doom. It's like a drinking song.
It's a good one. If Willa were here, she could put it to a song for you.
Ah, I wish Willa could have heard that. You try. You're like Willa. You turn it into a song. All right. When the dragon dreams its dream within the rightful tomb. Go.
I don't sing.
Whoa! Look what we have down here.
Are these blue-tipped ravens?
Birds.
They are not. So as you fly over, you can sort of see this aerial view of the swamps.
Huh.
You see a few other structures that you weren't sort of able to spot before. The first is this large ramshackle hut built atop the stump of what used to be this enormous tree.
That's where the spooky lady lives.
The rotting roots of the stump thrust up from the mire like the legs of a giant spider, and the doorway is ajar as you fly over.
Definitely where the spooky lady lives.
Hey, anyone got that water bomb?
When you fly over and look down at the rear of the hut, you see Zoot. You notice probably before anyone else.
Is that with the dragon
Watch
bomb?
your eyes.
Large dragon skull sort of levitates behind the hut.
Okay, I use the orb.
You release a charge of Call Dragon.
I don't know if it's a charge or not, but I will use it.
Or I guess you do.
And see.
You can do it. You can do it at any point.
Yeah, I think the spells that are inside the orb. Oh, I should take note of what the spells are. I forgot that I have all these spells now. Do you guys know I have Daylight and Death Ward and Scrying and Cure Wounds and Detect Magic and?
That's right. You can use an action to issue a telepathic call.
But yeah,
Sends
Just
in all
warn me
directions
if
for
you're
40
going to set
miles.
that daylight off if I'm in the air, all right?
Sorry, I'm not. Look, I didn't invent the orb. I just use it.
No, not the orb. Your spell, daylight. If you use it, just let me know before you do. Ideally, if
Yeah,
I'm in the
sure,
air.
maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I'll charge. I'll pull out the orb against Winter's best wishes, and I'll just sort of point it at the skull like a Pokeball, and I'll use it.
That's not how it works, dude.
It calls dragons. What do you think that is? All right, come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. You can do it. All right, it's not working, Winter.
A couple other things you see as you continue. Do you continue to fly, or do you head down towards the skull?
I'm gonna follow Isidore's lead.
I'm going to continue to fly.
Okay.
I'm
So
telling you, the dragon's gotta be
I'm trying to
alive,
get
not
to
the
the
dead
stones.
dragon. Dead. D-E-E-D. Dead.
you also see an empty
I
shell.
think the dragon bones are supposed to be in the swamp. That's Argynvost!
You just put that together.
I fly down.
No!
It's sorry. I got really excited.
How-
It takes you a long time to make these connections, but I just made it.
How
No.
far away
Tell
are
me,
they
did
of the
James
torrent?
just make it or did Zoot just make it?
And Tyler, look, these things are not important. It's not an important question.
Really?
Oh my god, I love you so much.
I'm gonna just shout after him. Winter's head is on your. Shout something.
Okay, I will stop halfway between Isadora and Argynvost.
Please.
It'll be a
go
nice
by
abrupt stop.
yourselves. Let's get to the stones. We can come back for the skull, but you and Winter going down there by yourselves, you will both die.
Yeah, well, okay. All right, well, I have to drop Winter off to pick someone else up, so where am I supposed to put Winter down?
We're going to the stones. We're going to the big pile of stones.
Okay, fine.
Alright.
And after this, A for Argynvost, right?
A for Argynvost.
No,
Okay.
it's D for dragon. A
It's
for
D
after
for
this.
dead. It's E for everybody dead after this.
I drop off Winter. I go down
Well,
to the stones. I
I
drop
stay
off
with
Winter.
Winter at the
And
stones.
as you fly, you see an empty shell of a church with a scattered cemetery of gravestones, half of which is sunk into the mire.
Great.
And beyond the church, elevated a few feet above the marsh, is a raised plot of land enclosed by a rotting, falling apart iron fence. And in the center of that plot is a life-size stone monument carved in the likeness of a kneeling peasant girl clutching a rose. And even from up here, from this distance, it's Irina. Like, that is a stone monument of Irina. 100%. And then
First the dolls, now the monuments.
as you cross over, you see a dozen moss-covered stones form a near-perfect circle in the earth. They range in height from 15 to 18 feet, and a couple of them lean inward. A wary-looking woman
There it is.
leans behind the tallest stone, a rusty lantern clutched in one gnarled hand and a dagger clutched in the other.
Tyler, I'm so sorry. Were these the stones we were flying towards? We are flying to a big pile of
Yes,
stones.
the standing
Are these the
stones.
stones we're
Yep.
flying to?
Yeah, and she's
Great, thank you.
sort of lurking behind one of them.
I mean, I only have a minute of flight, so I have to go down.
Zoot, you drop Winnie off next to Isadora,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
head
yeah.
back. Okay. So
I'm gonna go grab I'll say Darwin next.
Winnie and Isadora, the woman. Psst. What are you doing here? Get. And she just
I'll go up to her.
beckons
yeah.
you.
Hi, pleased to meet you. Lady Isadora, this is my companion Winter. Ma'am, who are you, who am I speaking to?
Trying to get us killed? Get behind!
No.
And she sort of like tries to pull you behind one of the stones.
Yeah, I'll get behind the stone.
Winnie, are you? She's like beckoning you as well, Winter.
This seems sketch, Lady is.
Do it. If someone's not immediately trying to kill us here, we ought to at least hear them out.
Okay, fine. Fine. I get behind the stone. If we die, I'm gonna haunt your ass.
told anyone else was coming.
Who are you?
Did
Who are you?
my name is, well, my name's not important.
No, it is. Who are you?
Did Erwin send you?
Maybe.
Yes.
Who are you?
We're here from Erwin and Donica.
Okay. My name is Muriel Vinshaw. I am a friend and ally, a member of the Keepers of the Feather. I'm.
Are you now?
We are allies as well.
Well, how do we know that they're?
Can I
who
roll
they
an
say
insight
they are?
check on her?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I was.
You
that's
both
what
want
I
to?
was hoping.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
That was a 21.
That's a little better than mine. Mine's a 19.
Let me tell you, is insight the only skill I'm good at? But after the dream pies, my insight is stacked.
She is definitely being forthright with you.
Yeah.
As far as you can tell. Yep.
We're here to try to purify the stones, re-sacrosanct them. I'm a priest. I should know this. To the Thanes.
Fanes with an F.
Fanes. Re-sacrosanct, reconsecrate. She's the smart one, but also she doesn't like to talk to strangers very much.
Right.
Well, because they're strangers. Anyways, we're resurrecting the Fanes. Against to rid this land of Strahd's influence.
Yes, right. Well, a few things you should know. The witch is here. She is always here. Baba Lysaga is always present in the swamp. If she's not inside that hut of hers, she is in that skull flying around and just watching.
Okay.
Any figure that you see in those marches, even if it looks inanimate, a scarecrow, a carving, well, I shouldn't say a carving. Not Marina's carving is obviously not, but scarecrows, they are all hers and will follow her commands and attempt to kill you if you wander through the swamp.
Just great, thank you. Just a quick
Why
warning
is there
for
a
you. We have
statue
more
of
friends coming.
Arena?
One of them is going to look just like the statue.
Irina, Kolyana, yes, okay.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Kolyana does.
The, I hope she does not know that you are here already.
I feel like if she did, wouldn't she be after us?
Her or some of her creatures. So, it's best that you, try and accomplish your task here at the stones and then, flee as fast as you can.
Yes, will do. Do you need assistance?
What?
What are you here for?
I am merely here observing for the order.
See.
Yes.
Maybe you should get back in your raven form then. If something goes down, someone needs to go report back.
I do not use that except to travel. This is my preferred way of not being noticed. An old woman on the road.
Fair. All right, well, I guess you said your name was Muriel.
Yes, Muriel Vinshaw.
Ninja, thank you for your help. Is there anything else you can do to help us on this, or are you merely just here to observe?
I am useless when it comes to fighting. I've given you, I believe, all the information that would be useful.
Thank you.
I will wait here until the rest of your friends arrive, and then I will depart and offer a
All right,
report
and
to
here's
you.
Darwin. Ugh. All right, who's left?
Hector, Athena, Irina, Eastmark, Esmeralda. 5 more
So
trips.
I just need like Hector, and we're good.
No.
And Athena, and then maybe
Eastmark and
Esmeralda.
Irina.
Oh,
And then you
that's
can
right.
leave the other
Liana
two.
is still here. Liana
You
turned
can-
off her
you can
camera.
leave the other two.
All right, I'll go back and get Athena.
Zoot,
I'll get started, I guess, maybe.
can you roll me stealth checks? Give me
Oh, good.
Absolutely.
Give me 10?
I could do 10 stealth checks. Hey, Hector, you got Pass Without Trace?
I don't know. Do I?
Then it
Also,
would be
you-
9 because you only have Hector with you once.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh,
say
that's true.
It's within a certain range.
I have to stay within your, yeah.
I believe.
All right,
Let me
hold
double
on.
check.
Let's
Mhm.
get.
Was one of those from me?
30 feet, I believe.
Is one of those from me?
No.
All right, I'm just I'm just about to roll 90-20s. Is that fine?
Yep.
Are we good with that?
Love it.
All right, here we go. 90-20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 17, 16, 18. So 12, 17, 14. The lowest I rolled is a 13 with my modifier.
None are below a 10.
None of them are below a 10 with my modifier of 5.
Oh my god!
Holy
The dice rolls
Oh
themselves
my
are 17,
God.
16, 18, 12, 17, 14, 18, and then an 8 and a 9. But I've got a +5.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Go ahead and clip
Holy shit.
that. Clip that for the masses.
Wow.
All right.
Oh my god.
No.
I bring everyone over.
You ferry everybody over. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The flocks of ravens still circle above, but no creatures, nothing is moving in the swamp that you see.
Right, Winter, how do we do this?
Alright, last time we did this, Zoot said a prayer and it worked. Zoot, you got another prayer up your sleeve?
Okay, but you got to tell me, what is this the feign of?
Tyler, what fane is this?
This is the swamp fane.
Yes.
Known as the Weaver, you remember.
Mhm.
You recognize on some of these stones the image of a woman carved into them.
Oh no.
Yeah, looks like Tatiana.
Roll a history check. Every one of you except Hector and Athena. So just Winnie, Isadora, and Zoot.
History, I have a
17.
+8. 23.
Why am I?
14 plus 0 is 14.
Also, history is intelligence, so. Or history is, yeah,
What'd you get, Winnie?
intelligence, that's all. 23.
Yeah, so Winnie and Isadora, you recognize the sort of profile and in a few different positions. It's Jenny.
No,
Oh
it's
my
fucking
God.
not.
You still got the penny?
James
You still
Tyler,
have the penny,
whoever the
right?
DM is.
Wait, Lady Isadora, you still have the penny, right?
Yes. Do we want to? It's like a one-use thing. Do we think this?
No,
is
no,
the
no, no,
moment?
no. We save it. She said for emergencies. But just remember,
Right.
flip the penny, ring for
This
Jenny.
is probably like if we have an emergency here, this is the place.
Yeah, but we're not like in a life-threatening
No,
situation.
no,
just
no,
yet.
no. Just like if the hag shows up mid us trying to save the Thanes, I'm gonna flip the penny.
Okay, am I praying or what?
Yes,
Pray.
you are. You're
Okay.
gonna pray,
There we go.
pray to the sister three of the Weaver. The Weaver.
Okay, Sister Three Weaver. All right, Jenny, Weaver of the Swamp, I offer
No.
you my pennies.
No,
In
that's not.
exchange for your protection, may your web never be broken, Great Weaver, and may all your children be safe. How'd I
That's
do?
pretty good.
Did it work?
Nothing
Nothing's happening.
happens in the stones.
All right, I must have missed something. Is her name not Jenny? What's her name?
No, it's just a Fane. She's just a Fane.
Jane. Okay. But the penny part with the penny, is that?
No, that's not relevant. Not relevant.
Well, you just. I don't know what you want me to do. You're giving me the wrong. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna ignore Jenny with the penny. O weaver of the swamp, your loom is the branches of the trees, and your tapestry is the moss and leaves. Your threads are the roots of the earth. Weave us a web of protection, a net to catch the evil spirits, a screen to keep out the harmful forces. Weaver of the swamp, your power is great, your power is strong. Weave your spell all over us and keep us safe from harm. Go!
Did you pray to the Fane, or did you say a water prayer?
I prayed to the
No, he
Fane.
prayed to the Fane.
I just basically adapted some common Watcher prayers, and I stuck in the name of the Fane and the sister, and
Because it seems to be the thing that works everywhere we go, I'll do a little tiny slice in my palm and like press it to the stone, see if blood does anything.
Okay. You
What if-
slice your palm,
yeah.
put it on the stone, and am I gonna get an infection? But otherwise,
Cool.
okay, so it's not Jenny and it's not the Weaver. Or it is Jenny, but Jenny's alive because Jenny gave you a penny. I'm out of ideas. That's as far as my train of thought goes.
Roll.
yeah.
If the prayer didn't work and blood didn't work,
Yep.
in the dark recesses of my mind, what are the other options we have that would make sense here?
With your intelligence, you know that Jenny is important to this. The fact that her face is on every single stone around
Flip the
you.
penny. Flip the penny.
I'll pull it out, I'll flip it.
You say the rhyme?
Yep. I do not remember the rhyme, Tyler. I'm
Flip
a
the penny,
note taker, but
ring for
not that
Jenny.
much.
Flip a penny, ring for Jenny.
Yeah. So you
I
flip.
thought the rhyme was Jenny Weaver of the swamp. I offer you my pennies.
Isidore, you flip it. Winnie, you say flip a penny, ring for Jenny. And below you, the ground starts to tremble.
Oh boy, so much for the subtle aspect.
I need all of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Gonna fall in the hole in the ground.
I fell in the pit.
Oh, we are
Fairly in
off
the
my good
pit.
streak, that's for sure.
7 plus 2 is 9.
Okay?
Wait, am I here?
Yeah,
Am I
everybody's
rolling?
there.
Oh
Fuck
wait, but
me.
I have danger senses. I have advantage because I saw it.
Lady Isadora, add 5 to yours.
God bless, that's a 10. Thank you, Winnie. Don't know that that'll be enough, but it's something.
10, yeah.
Next.
Mine will be an 11 plus 5, which is 16.
Hector also gets a 16.
21.
Wow, Hector's off his dex game.
Yeah, I know. I doubled my roll. I rolled an 8 and got 8 for my bonus. That's
All right. Anyone under a
ridiculous.
15?
Zoot.
I give. Oh, Zoot, what are you at?
I'm at 9.
Like
I
even with
don't
my
think there's
5,
any helping me here.
Yeah.
I should have blessed myself.
You
I was casting a prayer and everything.
feel the ground trembling underneath you. And as it seems to open, a giant tree springs and erupts from the earth in the center of this circle of stones. Those of you who succeeded are able to sort of dive out of the way and clear it. Those of you who didn't are caught up in the branches of the trees and lifted into the air, and sort of as the growth stops, you're just sort of suspended there among the branches about 20 feet up in the tree. And that's the two of you, Irina and Eastpark.
I
You
love them
just
so much.
rolled low.
I love them so much. They're so bad.
Hello.
And Winnie, you see out of the base of the tree, this little doorway opens, and Jenny is there.
Oh, thank the Lord. Okay. Jenny, wonderful to see you again. We need your help.
From above, I'll yell down, "Give her the penny!"
You rolled the penny. Ring for Jenny. What did you need?
We can't get these. We're trying to bring that back to Fane, and every one of these stones has your picture on it.
And she just sort of looks around and recognizes where she is.
Are you the Fane?
And she does like this half smile and like goes into that like 1,000-mile stare of like remembering. And then sort of like her eyes like dart up to yours, Winter, and she just says, "Kill the witch, present the heart," and then slams the door shut behind her and goes back into the tree. The tree remains.
She's the Fane! Oh my god, I can't believe we met the actual Fane! Oh my gosh!
Zoot and Isadora, you're still up in the tree.
Yeah, I'm so glad we met the Fane. Help us down.
Oh, your big head can't get you out of this one, huh?
I'm gonna climb down the tree.
Okay. Dexterity check, please.
I guess I'm checking as well. Let's
Zoot,
see.
you have wings.
14.
I'm gonna forget about the wings for this second. I like rolling dice.
Yeah, you can make it down, Isadora. You make it down, okay. Oh, I should roll.
I got an 8.
Oh, Zoot, you do not.
I tumbled down branches.
Yeah,
I
pretty
banged
much.
myself on.
Irina and
dunk.
Ismark actually both make it down okay too. Zoot, you take what did I say it was, 20 feet?
20 d6.
No, you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall.
Ow. I'll be okay.
Can we do it where I like kick the tree and he falls out of it?
Sure, we can make that happen.
Two options that I see. We either
Okay.
go towards the house, or we try to lure her to us. And by lure, I mean we stand here and yell, "Hey, you stupid, ugly witch, we want to kill you."
Well, the thing is, she flies around on that dragon skull,
Right,
is what I was
flying is
told.
bad.
Flying is bad because it's hard to hit somebody who's always flying.
Yeah.
Zoot, you want that dragon skull, right?
Yeah,
I
but we
say-
are gonna take care of the Thane first.
Yes. We need her heart, though. We need the witch's heart.
Oh, the witch there,
Yes.
pointing all the way across the field.
Yes.
Okay, well, are we ready? Isn't this why we like charged up our potions and you gave me the invulnerability and
Yes, this is exactly why. The thing is, we might need you to steal that dragon skull.
I uncork the invulnerability potion? I'm like, now?
Not
No,
yet. Not
not
yet.
yet. Not yet. Put the cork back on. I put the cork back on. Not yet. Jesus.
What's the game plan? Isadora,
Okay.
you always come up with these things.
Why doesn't someone try and steal the skull so she can't use it to fly around?
How big
I
is the
get
skull,
within-
Tyler? Is it like one person can carry it?
No, it's a dragon
Yeah, I
skull.
was gonna say.
It's an adult dragon skull.
Zoot, you know things about dragons. If we destroy the dragon skull, you think that's
Yes.
bad?
Wait, no, don't destroy the dragon skull.
I don't think we can.
Yes,
steal
yes,
it.
it's
Tyler?
bad.
Yes, Athena.
Is it considered large?
It's considered
At least.
bigger than large.
I don't know
Colossal.
the size of adult dragons, but it's pretty big.
Yeah, it's like 40
It's
by
huge.
40
It's
squares.
considered huge.
Okay,
Um,
never mind.
Oh,
I can't help you guys.
I
Sorry.
think.
You want to destroy the skull. Give me
No,
four
no, no, no. You say
reasons
it's a
to
bad
destroy
idea. I
the
don't
skull.
want to. No, you say it's bad. We won't. No, no destroying the skull.
Okay, good.
Does anyone have the ability to shrink it?
No.
I do. I can actually pick it up. If I move it, if I push it really far away, then it gets smaller.
What?
I hate you so
Okay.
much.
I
Sometimes I really hate you, and then other
just love him more than anything in the world.
You know what? Screw it. I will distract the witch, grab the skull. I'll take her bloody heart, and I'll give it to the lady in the tree.
I mean, we can go to the witch's hut. You can knock on the front door. I don't know that that's going to go well for you, but we can certainly give it a try.
We need a distraction, don't we?
we do, but she's very powerful. The issue is that she can easily overwhelm one of us.
So
I
what we
say-
should do
I-
is split into groups.
I say we cut off her transportation to the skull, and then we attack her. If we get a surprise attack on her, then that's our advantage.
We burn down the hut.
Yeah, let's do it. But don't forget, we need her
If you want
heart.
to sneak a little bit closer to it, have Winter firebomb the house and
I
fucking
can make a
Well,
Molotov cocktail. We've got
apeshit.
enough alcohol for that.
If she's smart, she has a transportation rigged with some sort of trap. So if it's moved, she'll probably get alerted anyway.
Yes, that hut. The whole swamp is her terrain, though. I was thinking about trying to lure her
We gotta
away,
be
but the
careful,
whole
though.
swamp is the terrain. We might as
We were
well.
given warning.
If we
we were given warning that the scarecrows, anything that she has made, is her eyes here.
So anywhere we see there are no scarecrows, better than scarecrows.
So the thing is, if she's not, she wouldn't be expecting people to approach her house. She would see them way before that. That's why she has eyes all over the swamp. I
Yeah,
see
did we see any
attack her.
scarecrows around her house, Tyler, while we flew over it?
You saw some figures sort of scattered through the marsh, not directly outside of her hut, but just sort of throughout.
Okay, okay. I mean, we either go to her house and we stand here and shout.
I say we take the fight to her. She won't be expecting it.
I
Let's
don't
do it.
think I've ever used a perversity point, so I don't know.
Hector, do you have your pass without a trace so we all can travel in a small group quietly and quickly?
Oh, now I have 2 perversity points that I don't know how to use.
They're like auto hag killing points. So if you scout
okay.
one, you spend it, and it kills a hag.
And it just
If you so you usually need 3 of them to kill the whole coven because they're like a group of 3.
oh, that makes sense. The
um,
Trinity,
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
So hang on to those.
Pass without a trace, maybe?
I can certainly do that, but you all have to stay within 30 feet of me, so
And how long does it last? We think we can walk back towards
an
the hut.
hour.
Great, yeah, let's do that. Let's head to the hut. Invisibility, we'll try to hide if we can get there in time. Sneak attack her.
And Athena, you're gonna do the distracting, or you're gonna go to the door?
Oh, they told me not to do it.
I don't
So
think
do
it's
I
worth
do
If we're
it?
all hiding right around ready to bomb her, I feel better about you knocking on the door.
Does anyone have anything that could not be me, like some sort of image?
I don't think you should. You just gotta be careful because.
Maybe don't knock on the door, maybe just stand outside like 60 feet away and shout.
Yeah, call her an
60's a good number.
Like, roughly, you know, we don't have a measuring stick or anything.
60 feet
but
exactly.
emotionally speaking.
To the T.
Right?
I'll give
Yeah.
it a shout.
Good plan. Pass without a trace, get to the hut, we all hide. Athena stands there and hollers. She comes out, we surprise attack her, and hopefully don't die. Everyone drink your
And
potions,
we-
use your
remember,
spells.
remember, we need the heart. So yes, you can set her on fire, but we need to preserve the heart.
I will ask a question. If I am putting myself on the line, can I have one of those potions of invulnerability?
It depends.
I
Are you
think
gonna run
that's-
away?
I think it's a good
you can't-
idea.
We.
I'll give you my potion of invulnerability.
That's fair.
Athena.
Give her a potion of invulnerability. Okay, who has them right now?
Zoot has
I have
one.
one.
Athena and Zoot
and-
now.
No, and Sam has the other, I think. We had 3 left.
Okay,
From
so
the fight.
Sam, Athena, or Hector, Athena, and Zoot. Cool. I just know they've been.
I think Hector could probably
passed
give her
around.
his, because Hector seems to be invulnerable without a potion,
That's true.
judging from
I
his
mean, I
ego.
would love to have one. Hector.
That's fine. I'll give her mine.
Okay,
Fucking
Isadora,
sick.
Zoot, Athena. Well played,
Isadora,
Zoot.
Zoot, Athena.
Athena. And who's taking them? Just Athena?
I mean, I'm holding on to it, but I'm not taking it.
Don't take
They
it
only
until
last
you
a
can-
minute, so.
Yeah,
Okay.
so don't take it
I'll
unless
ready. I'm gonna go into a ready. Like I ready my action. I drink the potion. Yeah, actually, no, screw that. I'm gonna wait till next week. I'll drink it then, because I'm gonna forget between weeks. I drink it now. It's not gonna be working next week.
I will. Yeah. Well, okay, we have to get there first. We have to get
Yeah,
there.
so you're
before we're
not
ready
you're not
actions.
near the hut yet. You are
Yeah.
still
Okay.
across the river. You're gonna have to either shuttle everybody back again
Oh my god.
or walk and try to
I
ford
think
the
we
river.
walk.
Wait, let's walk this time.
I had to make so many stealth checks. Can we?
Yeah.
not?
we're gonna pass without a trace, huddle together, walk across the river.
Why can't we just have the little man teleport us to it?
How
You don't want to be using
Deep
his
is the
magic like
river?
that.
That's a very high level ability that I think we would all prefer that I didn't
Use on that, yes.
again.
Owen, just a crazy question.
Hmm.
You seem to have a lot of really cool shit inside your mind. Do you happen to have any, oh, I don't know, let's say diamonds that might be worth around 500 gold?
How oddly specific.
I can't conjure real things and make them real.
Well, I have a bomb that was inside your head, so I would beg to differ.
I have a diamond you can have.
I have a bomb.
That's fair. I would say that you. It's fair.
Go to Quilmar in that one.
I do not. Darwin does not have any diamonds worth 500 gold. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, sounds good. Winter, do you really?
I do. There were 2 in Van Richten's house, and I took both of them. After he was being an asshole, I decided to take. I was gonna leave the second one over because taking without permission is kind of stealing. But then he was a huge racist dick to us, so I took the second one.
I love you so much.
Yeah, cool. Glad someone does. Cool.
Ford the river?
Yes.
Onwards?
What was that, Kelsey?
Something.
What was that?
Let's murder the switch.
There it is. Okay. You cross over the river. I need everybody to roll a stealth check for me, please.
I can't cross
Lol.
over the river. I'm a vampire.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
What does that mean? You can't touch water?
I can't
You're a
go over
damp-
water.
You're a Dampier. You're not a true
Can
vampire. I don't think
Dampiers
Dampier. I was gonna say Dampier
cross
don't
running
have.
water?
No.
Yeah,
all
I think
of
you're
the-
good.
Yeah.
Just double check, because I don't want to fucking fuck shit up.
Yeah, you're not impeded by running water.
It's not. I run across water.
Well, run within 30 feet of Hector.
Yeah, stay within
please.
30 feet of Hector.
Oh, no, guys, I
Edith
don't.
told her
I
whole
follow
life
plans.
that she can't cross running water until this very moment.
What?
Yeah, Darwin's like, that's a myth, right?
Oh, thank God.
27.
Yeah, I get a +10, right?
Yes, everybody gets
Yes.
a plus 10.
That's a dirty 20 for me. I rolled an 8 plus 2 is 10 plus Hector's 10 is a dirty 20.
Zoot. Oh,
I didn't even have to say anything.
Oh, man.
I got a 27.
Wait, I add 5 to Zoot's roll.
It's a 1.
It's a 1.
It's a critical failure.
I don't know, are we using 1 D&D rules? Because if not...
We're not using 1 D&D rules. garbage.
I mean, it is a 13 if you add everything up.
Yes.
Hector rolled a 39.
Not a
Athena is
40?
in fact allergic to water, and because he rolled a 1, I set on fire.
What did you roll, Athena? For reals, though.
27.
Okay.
I added plus 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay.
Hector is the river.
God, we
You-
finally had a plan.
You make your way across the river.
Don't like that.
Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. You see a couple of the figures through that fog as you approach the hut, but they remain inanimate still, just sort of sitting.
For now.
And you approach the hut. And where are you all going around it?
I think just like a semicircle.
Okay.
Like all trying to be hiding in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how far people need to be for their magic.
From
Personally, if I'm 60 feet away, I can be useful. I don't know how close other people need to be.
Tyler,
Yes.
can I do something real fast?
Yeah.
Before I do the thing. Where's Esmeralda?
She's with you guys.
I'm just going to, but I just want to like, can I kiss her? Like, I won't be like doing anything if I just impulsively just like kiss her. Like, would she be okay with that? Because I don't want to like ask and ruin like the moment. Like, can I kiss you? But like, I also don't want to do it without her consent.
I think.
So I'm kind of in like a weird
I
place.
think after your picnic and sort of lunch that we faded to black, you are both on the same page that would not be something that she would be opposed to.
Good. So I'm going to grab her gently and I'm going to kiss the heck out of her. And then I am going to take off the necklace around my neck and I'm going to stuff it into her hand. And I'm going to say, hold this for me. I'll be right back.
open it. Is that a locket with a picture of you inside?
No, it's actually a necklace that she gave me hundreds and hundreds of years ago.
Okay.
All right.
And then that way, if I die, we got it out.
You all pass your way through, begin to circle around the hut. And where is it? I don't have it. Shoot. Well, there's Irina's statue.
Hi, Irina.
Let's
Are the
go-
goats?
Here,
I
we'll
see
go to
the
this one.
goats.
You see this sort of
Nice.
small circle of stones outside of the front of her hut. And as you approach, you see the door that was open, Isadora, when you first flew over. There's now a figure standing in it.
Do I still go through the plan?
I wasn't gonna do it. I wasn't gonna waste the spell slot on it, but I cast Aid on Ismark, Irina, and Winter.
I cast Bless on me. Hold on. How many people can I cast it on? I know me at least.
Is that Shrek?
3 plus 1 per spell level, and it is first.
Is that Shrek
level.
swamp in your background?
Yes. I'm gonna. Okay, so 3 people. I'm gonna bless me. I'm gonna bless. Who needs attack? D4s.
Probably.
Okay,
Athena.
so then
And
I'll do Athena
Isadora.
and Isadora. So you guys get a D4 on all of your attacks and a D4 on all of your saves while I'm
Fuck
concentrating.
me. You better focus, baby.
Bless you.
That's what he said. He
I
said
say
bless.
note to future James. Note to future James. You are
Plus
blessed.
4 to
You are
attack.
blessed.
Plus 4 to
Plus
save.
a D4, not a 4.
1d4.
Plus 1d4.
Wait, is the battle not happening now?
I mean, yeah.
Did you hear the music?
Is the battle not happening now?
The figure in the doorway, as you all sort of recognize this figure is there.
God, this music slaps.
Yep.
You see the figure reach its hands out, turn them upward, and raise them.
Yep.
And as she raises her hands,
Yep.
the giant roots beneath the hut begin to creak to life and pull themselves up out of the mire. And the hut becomes this large, lumbering, spider-like creature that cracks as it walks and begins to take steps towards you. And that's where we will pick up next time.
Let's fight a witch. Let's fight a witch.
Thank you all for being here with us.
So her house walk? She got a walking house. She's got a motorhome.
We will see how that goes next Sunday.
Oh man.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be very
Fucking
exciting.
Absolutely whack.
I knew it in the back of my mind. I had an idea Jenny was a Thane. I'm so happy that she was.
We've got. Oh, this is a good one. This is so good. You guys did so good. You're all so good. They are. They're just so good. I know they're so good.
Oh.
Look at the from Taylor.
Plugs. Give me the plugs.
So if you're in Maryland, go sign up for Rose and Miguel and Alyssa's Space Raccoon game. It's in person. It's at a distillery. It's going to be so much fun.
So mad it's in person.
I'm so jealous of all of you.
I know.
Dude, it is awesome. Not only does the not only is it like a 3-table mega event, but like 10% of all the drink sales also go to Guelmarcon, which is amazing for the distillery to do.
That's awesome.
So like it's gonna be a party. It's gonna be a frickin' party. Go. I'm trying to go. I need to find some place to stay in Maryland for that night because I live far away. I'm trying to go, and if I'm going,
Yeah,
you
I
should
feel
go.
like James, you really have no options when you visit Maryland. Like, there's nowhere you
don't know
could
anyone
possibly
there.
stay.
Not a single
I-
person.
Nope.
You have no friends there.
What's up? What else is coming up this week? This is a big week. This week and next week, we've got a shite ton of stuff going on. First class Wednesday.
Yes.
First class
Yes.
Wednesday.
First class is this Wednesday.
System agnostic Thursday.
Once Upon a Town on Tuesday, right, Tyler?
We
Are
played
you
last
playing
week?
Town this weekend?
No, we played last week.
Oh, okay. Then
Is
you're
that
on.
streamed? I can never seem to catch it.
It is streamed every other Tuesday.
There you go. I fixed the calendar, so now it's back on sync. Yeah, great, cool. Oh, Rockland Clinic. That's also the last of our September fundraisers. Tomorrow
On Monday, right?
We'll be hosting it here, but it's really going to be over on Rogue Sparrow's channel. So please catch the end of their amazing cyberpunk adventure. They did a really great job, and John wrote an amazing module. And he's got some really great players, actually. I don't know, like, basically any of them, but they are charming and funny. I enjoyed watching the first episode. I still haven't watched the second.
We are playing on Tuesday. Sorry, I'm a week off. My life isn't shambles.
Well, now I gotta.
Sorry,
now I gotta go
fix the
back and
calendar.
fix it. Okay.
Don't forget
System
the
agnostic on Thursday.
I am stew making chocolate pudding.
Yes, indeed.
there's
in the middle
gonna
of the
be
night.
the gorgeous gamer guys on Monday night as well. On the Quamar channel, I believe.
Tomorrow Monday or 10th Monday?
Craig is just messaging me now. Says I think I'm playing with the gorgeous gamer guys Monday night. So on the Quelmar channel.
I think it's Monday where Craig already is. I don't know if Craig means
Like tomorrow? Meaning
tomorrow
today?
night. Come to all Mondays and you'll catch Craig at some point.
Okay, come to all
Come
Mondays.
back every Monday.
Tuesday, Once Upon a Town. Wednesday, First Class. Thursday, System Agnostic. Friday?
We got nothing on Friday, but we should because otherwise, because we are currently, if you're curious, we are right now in the middle of a Quelmar marathon where we have had some Quelmar game has happened every day since September 18th.
Jesus Christ.
There has been a Quelmar session every day for, it's now been 1 week, 2 weeks as of today, for 2 weeks. And then it's going to continue tomorrow with
voice is still
Rockland.
Yep.
Oh. Tomorrow with Rockland, Tuesday with Once Upon a Town, Wednesday with First Class, Thursday with System Agnostic. So if there is something on Friday, that'll keep the marathon going all the way until next Monday. So maybe I'll do something Friday. No, because I'm doing a game on the 8th. I'm doing something Saturday. We'll convince somebody else to run something Friday. Liana, you can run something Friday. Sounds good.
Liana's going to be running a game soon? When?
I don't know what that face means.
Wando, you're muted.
Liana's also muted.
Oh, I don't know when I'm going to be running a game, but maybe it will be soon, and maybe it will be cool, and maybe it will involve vampires. Who knows?
That's not a maybe. We all.
It could
we
be
love
the new
vampires.
setting that she's working on. Just saying.
James, let me.
We gotta
let me
play
see.
test some
Let me-
shit.
let
We
me
gotta
think
play
on it.
test Tuesday that shit.
Yeah, I did get some books.
On vampires.
Sam, anything?
I am the book on vampires.
That's true.
Sam, guitar lessons are for sale.
No,
In Maryland.
no, absolutely not.
Just
Can
hit
you
him
learn how to
up.
play
Hit him up. He's
ukulele?
really bored and not busy right now. He's
No,
really looking to
yes.
add new students. So
Absolutely.
anytime. But
I
only
even have a-
7-string guitars though. He doesn't
I
teach
have a
6-string
review.
bullshit.
I have a review from the James Ruth that says that I give the best music lessons.
Hey,
That was years ago. I'm surprised you remember that.
What are you surprised I remember that? Of
James,
course. It's like
when
my
you
best Google
compliment
review.
people on things, they remember.
That's all I need to hear. All I need is a ringing endorsement from Sex God JJR, and I'm
JJR,
ready
yeah.
to go. So
Not a common occurrence.
Yeah.
Liana, I like your headphones.
I like Leon's
Thanks.
background. And the wig changes
Thanks.
tonight. Can I just call out the wig changes tonight? On fucking point. On
Thanks,
point.
guys.
Even
I tried really hard.
even with the headphones. Like made it work.
Right.
Yeah.
My star
Great
of the
the wig
night
changes
we
were
guys-
iconic.
My star of the night is definitely the story Liana managed to tell from Beyond the Grave with Willa, and everything that she incited with through that.
And-
That's my shining star of tonight.
Yeah, mine
You get a
is
sticker.
Sam sly texting me on the side being like, Hector climbs up his rope, goes inside his fort, and balls. It's like, all right.
Sam, did you read your letter was read out loud, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Well, out loud to the populace, not to the
Not to the
in-character.
group. Yeah,
Not
yeah,
to
yeah.
the
Yeah.
group. All right, so next week, next Sunday, we will fight a hut, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna fuck that hut up. I'm out for blood. If the hut has a heart, I'm gonna have it.
Well, you need to get a heart.
Does it have?
so
Hold on, I need clarification. You said it walks spider-like. Does it have 8 legs or 2?
It's got 6-ish.
It's got 6
It's
legs.
not
so
a
it is
chicken hut.
spider-looking.
It's like
not a-
it's
That was
not an
that was my
arachnid.
question.
no.
My head's
very
thinking like the
long-legged hut.
Baba Yaga hut, but it's different. It's more of a 6-legged crawling hut.
It's the roots. There are 6. There might only
Yeah,
be 5.
okay.
I gotta look at the drawing. There's
6-ish?
5 or
Yeah.
6
Question
like
mark?
roots that it walks on.
Okay, cool. Now I've got the right mental image in my head.
I knew we should have burnt down the house.
Well, you would have seen what happened if you tried to do that. So yeah.
I still think this is the right path. You know what? I still
And
think
we'll leave it like that. You guys, the plan is good. You are not all standing in the same fucking place, which is a big plus for this specific one. And you've got a lot of buffs and you got a lot of allies with you. we're gonna see how it goes.
Oh,
It's gonna be great.
It'd be real cool if that hut threw me a magic item that I could use that'd be extra helpful. Just like came spilling out the door. Oh, would you look at that?
We'll see what happens. Yeah. TBD. But until then, until next week when we're back.
Keep rolling those.
Keep rolling the dice.
There we go. Y'all are so good at that. Where's my? Oh my god.
Don't lie to them, Tyler.
No,
They're
I missed it. All right, now we're actually leaving.
they're terrible.
They're really good at it. Keep rolling the dice.
They're terrible.